Guys, and welcome to Football Fan Den UK. So we're here tonight for another live stream. My own team playing tonight. So hopefully, I tonight, yeah, nothing against Lincoln City, but obviously Bolton is my team. So I will be looking to support my own club tonight, and hopefully see us walk away with a victory and 3 points. So we just had a moment of applause. Or silence. It wasn't actually silence. It was a moment of applause for Pele. Sad news, obviously, breaking yesterday about the legendary footballer. Um, and the game's just kicked off, guys. So here we go for another 90 minutes of football on Football Fan Den UK. So if you guys just joining me, please do feel free to drop your comments in. It'd be great to hear from you. Um, all fans welcome on Fanden. So, like I say, no matter what club you support, please feel free to get involved in the live chat, guys. Great to hear from you. So we just, as I say, we just kicked off 30 seconds in, guys. Both teams just trying to get possession, and now the ball falls with Lincoln City at the back. So just going to share the team news with you guys, if I can. Just bear with me a second. All right, so there we go. You should be able to see on the screen now, guys. There's the team lineups. There you go, guys. So there's the team news on the screen. You should be able to see it. Um, so Lincoln in possession now. We've got Lincoln playing in black. I was just trying to work that out, guys. We got Lincoln playing in black, and Bolton playing in blue, sky blue. So now Lincoln on the attack down this near side, and a cross comes in, but it's straight to the goalkeeper. And now Bolton Bill from the back. Stevie, how's it going, mate? Hi, guys. Hope your team get a win tonight. Absolutely, mate. Um, Definitely hoping for a Bolton win tonight. Of all the streams and all the work I've been doing on Fanden over the last weeks and months, I've not actually had a lot of time to follow my own team as much as I would have liked. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, guys, and hopefully see my team walk away with 3 points tonight. But yeah, thank you very much for that, Stevie. Oh, just bear with me a second, guys. Stupid screen's now refreshed itself. So just seeing Bolton in possession on the far side as they pass it back to their defence, and now it goes back to the goalkeeper. So Bolton just in possession at the back. Long ball forward, but it's too much pace on the ball, and it goes straight to the Lincoln goalkeeper. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Dabby, score prediction. Yeah, that's a good one, mate. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Bolton win. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Bolton win, I think. But yeah, if you guys have got a score prediction, please do drop them in. Let me know your thoughts. It'd be great to hear from you. Not much to report at the minute, guys. The ball's going from front to back between the two teams. Um, they're just both teams, as you might imagine, just in these early stages of the game, just trying to feel the way into the game. So both teams have had some possession. It's been back to the keeper on for both teams on a couple of occasions already. Not too much goalmouth activity in respect of scoring chances so far. But like I say, it's just kind of been both teams feeling each other out, if you like, and the ball's just been, like I said, just bouncing about everywhere. It's no team really got any kind of possession to report just yet. But Bolton now with a crossfield pass from the far side to this near side, and now on the edge of the Lincoln box, looking to get inside, and now they're in the box, on the edge of the box. Shot comes in, and it's wide of the far post. But good effort early on from Bolton, and getting a shot off early is obviously always good for the forward players to get their eye in, so to speak. But yeah, good attempt from Bolton. So I've put Lincoln to restart the game while we just wait for the game and get going again. See what you guys are saying in the chat. Stevie, Alan, hi, Dabby. What's yours? Absolutely. Thanks for that, Stevie. Now Lincoln in possession in midfield and look to break in behind Bolton's defence, but the pass comes in and goes straight through the defenders, and the Lincoln attacker unable to keep up with the pace of the ball, and it goes straight to the Bolton goalkeeper. Dabby is saying, I feel confident with Sadler, so 2-0, maybe 3-1. Okay, mate. Yep, fair enough. That's a good shout. Now Lincoln in possession. Bolton just trying to break out there, but the ball came to the Lincoln players, and now it's out on the far side for a throw into Lincoln. Just midway inside the Bolton half of the pitch. Looks like a good attendance tonight at Lincoln. You can see a few empty seats, guys, but overall it looks like a good home attendance. And now Lincoln in possession as they pass it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper with a long ball forward, right up the field, and now it's into the far corner, and Bolton clear it to the near side, to the far side for a throw in to Lincoln. So it looks like we might be seeing a long throw in here from Lincoln. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you. Not much to reach up. The long ball thrown into the box, but it's cleared by Bolton and up to the halfway line. And now Lincoln knock it out on the far side, almost level with the centre of the pitch, and Bolton with a throw in. Sorry about that, guys. I was just saying, if you're just joining us, like I say, hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you guys. We've got quite a few games going on around the EFL tonight in different leagues. I'll just bring you guys up to scratch what's going on across all other divisions. Not much to report just at the minute. It's good. The ball's been going out quite a few times now on the far side for throw-ins to each team. So we'll come back to the game in a moment, guys. We're 10 minutes in the Premier League. West Ham v Brentford, that's still 0-0. Liverpool-Leicester kick off at 8 o'clock. And now we just got a foul for Lincoln City, and just in the right next to the side of the centre circle on this near side. So we're going to have a free kick in a moment from Lincoln. In the championship, it's currently only between 4 and 10 minutes into these games. It's currently Birmingham City nil, Hull City nil, Norwich City nil, Reading nil, Stoke City nil, Burnley nil, Swansea City nil, and Watford nil. In League One, we've only got 2 games tonight. Derby County nil, Cambridge United nil, Lincoln City. And Lincoln City have scored, guys. So from the free kick, they break down that near side. Down this near side and get into the box from this near side angle and slot it home past the Bolton keeper. Not much you could do about it. Just bear with me. I'll give you guys a little bit more detail once I see the replay. Yeah, the free kick was literally not taken as a free kick. It was taken as a pass right down this near side, and it's Lincoln, a Lincoln forward that's run onto it and caught Bolton cold at the back and slots it into the back of the net. So Lincoln with the early lead in this one, guys. So it's Lincoln 1, Bolton 0. But I think Bolton caught a little bit napping there. They were expecting the cross coming in from that free kick, and Lincoln surprised them with coming down this near side with a straight direct pass into the box. And like I say, Lincoln forward run onto it and slotted it into the back of the net. So Bolton going behind early on in this one. And now Lincoln on the attack again. Lincoln looking to break into the middle. Bolton being caught at 6s and 7s now at the back. And they've run it out with a tackle on that far side from Bolton. And the ball almost goes out of play, but it's ricocheted back. And now Bolton, Lincoln managing to keep the possession, and with a long ball forward as the ball ricocheted, and Bolton managing to get in a tackle to clear it, but Lincoln regaining possession, and now it's gone out on that far side for a throw into Bolton. So long ball up the field for Bolton, but it's cleared back up the field from the goalkeeper, from the Lincoln keeper, and now out to this far side. And Lincoln managed to pick up the possession with the long ball forward on this near side as they look to keep their momentum, and a bit of a crunching tackle there in midfield for Lincoln to keep possession. Definitely noticing that Lincoln seem very motivated tonight. They're playing at pace, looking obviously to try and take advantage early on. Could just see the away end for Bolton, so great attendance in that away end from the Bolton fans. So sorry about that, guys. Just trying to get myself with it today. Just a bit dopey today with me live stream. So where was that? Keep picking up the wrong mouse. Ow. And now Lincoln breaking into the box, guys. Sorry, I was just reading something then just about Lincoln to try and get a bit more familiar with where they're up to. Obviously, a lot of football goes on around the UK, guys, and we're trying to cover a lot. Like I say, quite familiar with some stuff from my own team, but not as familiar as I'd like to be because, like I say, with covering all the football, I haven't kept up with my own team as much as I would have liked. And obviously, Lincoln City is a great club, but it's a club I'm not as familiar with as I would like, due to the fact I've not, like I say, trying to keep up with that much football around the UK for football fan then. So I was just reading some details there about Lincoln. So now just let bring you up to scratch at the minute, guys, in the game. The momentum is all with Lincoln. They've now got a throw in on this near side, just on the edge of the Bolton box. But Bolton really struggling to get out of their own half at the minute, with Lincoln really applying the pressure, playing at pace down this near side, and obviously also trying down the far side as well. They've been probing down the wings, really got the bit between the teeth. And a long ball comes in now from the throw-in, and it's into the box, headed on, but just goes past the post on the far side. And that could have been 2-0 for Lincoln, but luckily it's, like I say, it's deflected out on the far side, and we have a goal kick for Bolton. Opportunity for Bolton to get their act together a bit here because they're looking a bit at 6s and 7s at the minute at the back. So they really need to, the players really need to get their act together. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Dabby is saying, I feel with Sadler, so 2-0, maybe 3-1. All right. So sorry, mate. I did read that comment before. I take it you're a Lincoln City fan, mate. But yeah, that's a good shout. You guys look from what I'm seeing early on. I've not watched a lot of you guys this season, but you definitely, from what I'm seeing in this the early stages of this game, your team definitely got the momentum and looking like a threat to Bolton. So yeah, definitely possible you guys could come out with a win after at the end of this game. But obviously, with respect, obviously you can understand I am a Bolton fan. So if you guys win it, fair play. But obviously, from a Bolton perspective, as a Bolton fan, I will be hoping to see a Bolton win tonight if I can. But like I say, football fan then isn't about my club. So if you guys win, fair play. And like I say, I can't help showing my club loyalty a little bit. I try to be neutral as much as possible on here, guys. But obviously, like I say, when my own team's playing, it's difficult to not want my own team to do well. But fair play, like I say, thanks, Dabby. Thanks for that, mate. Stevie Allen saying, yeah, shout should he be doing well? Yeah, shout. He's been doing well. Yeah, that's obviously. I'm sorry, Stevie. I'm not following you. Oh, right. I see you've corrected it. That's a good shout. Sorry, mate. I was you've corrected it further down. Thanks for that, Stevie. Stevie Allen also saying, sorry, meant to say good shout. Yeah, sorry. That's what confused me with your comment, mate. So, but no worries. Bolton in possession now on this near side with a throw-in midway inside their own half of the pitch. Throwing comes in short, and then it's a long ball up into the middle of the field. Lincoln head it back, and Bolton managed to pick up possession and then chip the ball forward up to the midfield from defence. And now Bolton with a long ball forward, cutting out all of the players. A long ball forward to the striker, but now the referee has blown for a foul on one of the Bolton defenders. I can't see exactly who it is at the minute, but there is a foul on the Bolton, one of the Bolton defenders. So while we wait for the player to recover, we'll just come to the comments and see what you guys are saying. Dabby is saying, I think there is 1.2k Bolton fans at Lincoln. Yeah, I thought there'd be a good attendance. Obviously, Bolton fans do show great support when they go travelling away. But I've also seen that when Lincoln have travelled to Bolton, you guys have also travelled with a decent amount of fans as well. So, but like I say, from what I can see, it seems like a really good attendance tonight from both clubs. Obviously, you can see a couple of empty seats, but not too many, guys. The home stands looking reasonably well packed. Like I say, you can see on this far side behind the goal there's a few seats, but the main stand looks quite well packed with fans for the Lincoln City fans, and on this far end of the pitch where the Bolton fans are, you can see that the Bolton fans have made a good showing as well. They're well packed in that small stand at the far end of the pitch, just behind the Bolton goal. And now Bolton with an opportunity to get forward, and they're coming down this near side, but it's just too much on the ball, and it's gone out behind for a goal kick to Lincoln. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do hit that like button and drop your comments in the chat. All fans welcome on Football Fan Den. Be great to hear from you guys tonight, hear your thoughts on this game or any of the other games going on around the UK. We will keep an eye on the other games and let you know what's going on with the other games results-wise as we continue to watch along with Lincoln v Bolton. So it's currently 20 minutes gone, guys. It's Lincoln 1, Bolton 0. Lincoln with that early goal around the 10 minutes mark from a free kick. I think about 12 minutes, something like that, they scored. So, yeah. Stevie Allen saying, whoa, that's awesome. Yeah, pretty good attendance for Bolton fans, I think, for a night game just before New Year's Eve. So, yeah, I would say it's a respectable attendance. I've seen higher attendances for Bolton. I believe we've got the full allocation when we travel to Derby, which is 3,500 or just short of 3,500. So I'm sure Bolton fans will snap up them tickets and go and show the support when Bolton play at Derby. So as tonight indicates, and the ticket allocation awarded to Bolton for the Derby game, as we know, Bolton fans always travel with passionate fans giving great support. We just got another foul on this near side, guys, so we're just waiting for the player to receive a little bit of a medical attention, although the referee seems to be monitoring the situation quite heavily. So we're just waiting for the game to restart after the foul on this near side. Sorry, guys, bit of a frog in the throat. Yeah, absolutely, Stevie. Thanks for that, mate. Juicy World 999 is saying, "How are you watching game? I'm watching it on the TV, mate. If you obviously, if you Google, if you guys Google, go and Google whatever best provider is for wherever you are in the country or wherever you are in the world. Go and Google it. You can always find different TV providers that provide you the different games. Obviously, I'm a YouTuber. I'm trying to build a YouTube channel, so I've obviously invested in a lot of TV to give me the better options to cover more games. But if you guys, no matter what part of the world you're in, go and Google it. Google like I say, whatever part of the world you're in, it will. I'm sure Google will tell you the best options you can use for getting access to different games. A lot of the time, you might, especially in the lower leagues, you might have to go with club channels, stuff like that. So, but there is a lot of foreign TV companies as well that give coverage of a lot of English games. So, like I said, guys, just go and do the research. I had to do the research. Believe me, there's plenty of TV companies across the world doing English football. So you just have to go and Google it. But thank you very much for that, Juicy World. Appreciate coming and getting involved. As I've just said, mate, I just answered that question. So, like I say, you'll have to go and Google it, mate. Stevie Allen saying, "Hi, Juicy World 999." He pays for iFollow. You pay for, like you say, yeah, you can get it on iFollow. You can get it on there's loads of platforms for the games. that you can get it on. So, like I say, you can. There's plenty of foreign TV companies as well that do English and UK games. So, like I say, just Google it, guys. Just Google it. How has that happened? I'm not sure where that comment's gone. Alex Whitehead, how's it going, mate? I'm not sure exactly what you're trying to say there, but welcome to the chat. Welcome to Football Fan Den. Great to have you involved in the chat. A long ball forward for Bolton, but unfortunately, a bit too much pace on the ball, and the on running Bolton Wanderers forward not able to get to it before the ball goes with straight into the goalkeeper's hands. So now Lincoln back in possession. If you're just joining us, Alex Whitehead, what's the score? What is the score? It's currently 25 minutes gone, mate, and it's Lincoln 1, Bolton 0. But like I say, still early in the game, plenty of time for Bolton to get back into the game. We're just having a stoppage for a foul. A little bit of cynical challenge from a Bolton player on a Lincoln City player in midfield, and now the referee's just having a word with him for that. I'm sorry. I'm laughing, guys. I'm just laughing at what Bolton have just done. The referee was so preoccupied with giving the Bolton player a telling off for his little bit of a slide challenge that he's not noticed that the other Bolton player taking the free kick has just moved the ball slightly to the right, to the left to give himself a better angle. But anyway, the free kick's taken, and Bolton with possession and sluggish at the minute getting forward, guys. And then Bolton have lost possession. Lincoln picking it up and now moving forward. As they get forward, they take a shot, and luckily it's gone wide of the post. But Bolton taking some risks here with the fact that they're slow in their movement getting forward at the minute. And it's not helped by the fact Lincoln have that early goal. So Lincoln packing their defence, keeping it tight at the back. So, like I say, Bolton really need to pick up the pace a bit at the minute, because you can see there is a difference in pace between the two teams. Lincoln looking to play at speed and try and get in behind Bolton when they get the opportunity, and also prepared to take shots from distance, as we've seen in this first 25 minutes of the game. Whereas Bolton really struggling to get much going forward into the actual Lincoln City box. Every time they do manage to get forward anywhere near the box, Lincoln defenders packing out their defence, and a lot of the time sniffing out the balls that are coming forward and clearing them up the field. And that's kind of been the pattern of play in this early stages of the game, guys. So, like I say, Bolton really need to start passing the ball a bit faster and moving at space. But Bolton now with a chance, and that chance is not going to happen. Both the player and the keeper, Lincoln goalkeeper, coming together there. And even if the ball had fell to the Bolton player there, I think the referee would have blown for a foul on the goalkeeper. But yeah, then possession is now with Lincoln as the goalkeeper takes the free kick, long ball forward up the field, and it ends up with the Bolton goalkeeper. So now Bolton back in possession and looking to build from the back. If you guys just joining us, like I said, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you. Obviously, we are a football fan channel for all fans of all clubs. Yes, my club is Bolton. So obviously tonight's game, I am very much a little bit biased, wanting my own club to do well. But the majority of the time, guys, we are neutral on this channel. But hopefully you guys can understand when my own team is playing, I am going to want to support them. But the majority of the time, guys, we are neutral. And even if my team win tonight, I will still be humble enough to give respect to Lincoln if they manage to get a victory against us. But for now, while the game's on, I'm 100% behind my own team and hoping that we can get the 3 points in this one. So we've got a corner on this near side for Bolton, guys. First corner of the game that I think that I've noticed for Bolton. Corner comes in. It's deep. And the Bolton player at the back not managing to head it in. And now Lincoln have picked it up on the far side and looking to get forward quick with a long ball down the field. But luckily, there was too much pace on the ball and it goes straight to the goalkeeper at the back. And now Bolton rebuild up on their possession down this near side. And Bolton switch the play out to that far side with a great ball across the field from this near side at the back on the halfway line, right across the pitch. But Bolton bring it back inside. Now just passing it about, probing Lincoln's defence and looking for gaps as they switch the play from left to right. Just passing it about with the Bolton defenders at the minute. And now Bolton trying to get something going down that far side with a 1-2. But unfortunately, the 1-2 breaks down with the ball going out for a throw into Lincoln. And now we've got another stoppage, guys, for an injury or I'm not sure exactly if it's a challenge. I think it might be just a muscle or something like that. But we got a Lincoln player down on the far side of the pitch. So it's a great opportunity to come to the chat, see what you guys are saying. Thanks for that, Alex Whitehead. Great to see you in the chat, mate. Always great to see new fans. Billy Random Clips. How's it going, mate? Welcome to the chat tonight. Great to see you. Thank you very much for dropping in. Great to see you, mate. Billy's saying Premier League score 1-0 Leicester, 1-0 Brentford. Yeah, like I say, mate, I did mention earlier that we would keep an eye on the other games going on around the UK. But thank you very much for that, Billy. I appreciate that. Obviously, difficult to keep up with all the games. But yeah, Billy is right. It's currently 1-0 to Brentford v West Ham. And also 1-0 Leicester away at Anfield against Liverpool. In the Championship, it's still 0-0 in all 4 games of the Championship, so we won't read them out just yet. In League One, it's 0-0 between Derby County and Cambridge United, and obviously Lincoln 1-0 up against Bolton, as we know. In League Two, it's Newport County 0, Leyton Orient 0, and Stevenage 1, Crawley 0. And that brings you up to date with the games around the EFL and the Premier League tonight. Earlier, guys, if you didn't know, there was a game in Scotland that you might be interested in. Obviously, we tried to keep an eye on what's going on up in Scotland, and in the future, we will be doing some Scottish match watch-alongs as well. But it's a bit more difficult to actually catch their games because I've been trying. If you're interested in the Lowlands League, in Scotland, Celtic B team and Rangers B team played each other this afternoon, and it finished 5-2 to Rangers. To Celtic. So that was, like I say, the B teams for both Celtic and Rangers playing each other earlier this afternoon, and it finished 5-2 to Celtic's B team. So just keeping you guys up to date with the games that you might be interested in. And now we've got the game restarted from a free kick. And the long ball forward is played forward, but ends up with the ball with the Bolton goalkeeper at the back. And like I say, Bolton now looking to build from the back with the ball switched out to this far side, and Bolton trying to look for some way of getting in behind Lincoln, but at the minute finding it really difficult because Lincoln pressing from the front, keeping it very compact. They've got all the team packed into their own half of the pitch. And we just had yet again another stoppage. We're having a lot of stoppages so far in this game, guys. So while we wait for this free kick, it's a free kick to Bolton, just on the centre circle. And now Bolton don't take the free kick as a pass and pass it out to the Bolton players on the far side. we've got another stoppage. What's this stoppage for? Sorry, guys. Apologies. We keep getting the referee stopping this game for silly little things. I'm not even sure what he stopped it for now. He stopped it on the far side. I think he's classed the ball as going out, but it was difficult for us to see from this angle. But yeah, now Lincoln with a throw in on the far side. But yeah, I've got to be a bit critical of this referee up to now because he has stopped the game at every opportunity, which is obviously frustrating when you want to see the game get going and get the flow going. Lincoln now in possession with a ball straight down the middle of the park. But the on-running Lincoln player not able to get to it, and basically Bolton and Lincoln player running onto it, and the Bolton player came off the best out of that challenge. The Lincoln player ended up on the floor and trying to claim a foul. And for once in the game, guys, the referee hasn't actually stopped the game, so that's quite refreshing. Now Bolton on the attack down the far side with a long ball. Oh, these balls forward. What are Bolton thinking of here? Come on. I'm honest, I've watched plenty of my own team, but we're not in the rhythm tonight with the ball going forward. It's been a bit more too much hit and hope, guys. We know Bolton can play better than this. This is really disappointing with Bolton possession moving forward so far tonight. It's been a lot of sloppy passing, and also a few balls where it's been hit and hope, and not much quality when they get forward. They're playing well in possession overall, guys, but it's just when we get into that final third, it's just not much composure. But now Bolton break into the box, but under pressure from Lincoln defenders, and they're pressed back, but Bolton pick it up again. Now a cross comes in from this near side, and the cross is headed back out, and now Lincoln managed to see the ball out on this near side as it rolls out for a goal kick to Lincoln. So yeah, Bolton actually just managed to start getting a little bit of a momentum going there, but unable to actually capitalize on it. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Thanks for that, Billy. Appreciate that, mate. Great to see you as well. Joey, welcome to the chat, mate. Great to see you. Hi, mate. Both our teams are losing at the minute. Yeah, I know I've been keeping obviously an eye on the other games, mate. But still plenty of time for both Bolton and obviously your team, Liverpool, to turn things around. We're obviously, if you're going to go behind in a game, you want to do it early on, I suppose, where there's plenty of time for the team that you support to obviously do what they need to do to change the scoreline. But yeah, like I said, fingers crossed, Joey, we will see some change in them scorelines as the evening progresses. But great to see you, Joey. Thanks for dropping in. I wasn't actually expecting you tonight. I thought you might be glued to the TV watching Liverpool play, which is understandable, that being your teammate. But thank you very much for dropping in, Joey. Really appreciate the support, mate. Thank you. Alex Whitehead is saying, where in Bolton you from? I'm from Farnworth. Well, obviously, I'm a YouTuber, mate. I'm not going to say exactly where my location is because I don't want, obviously, I want some amount of privacy in my private life, if you get what I mean. But I am a Bolton lad, and I guarantee that, mate. I'm born in Bolton. I was born there, and like I say, Bolton is my town. And as you know, if you're a Bolton fan, with the amount of Glory fans in the Bolton area supporting Man City and Liverpool, that should tell you enough that I am a genuine Bolton fan. I support my team where I was born, and that's why I support them, because I was born in Bolton, born and bred. So, like I say, apologies, mate. I would love to let you know where my location is. But like I say, I'm doing Football Fan Den is a fan channel for all fans around the world and around the UK. So obviously, I'm sure you can understand, Alex. I want to keep some of my personal life private. So apologies for that. But hopefully, mate, you never know in the future. Hopefully, you might catch me or see me at a game for the Whites, because in the future we will be going around a lot of games around the UK, because like I say, Fan Den is about all fans of UK clubs. But obviously, Bolton being my club, when we do start going out filming at games for the channel, obviously I will be giving a certain amount of attention to my own club to help get the round the grounds side of things moving forward in the right direction. So yeah, hopefully, Alex, you never know, mate. Might see you at a Bolton game sometime in the future, and then maybe that's when you could ask me that question. But yeah, thanks for that, Alex. Great to see you in the chat, mate. Thank you very much for coming getting involved. Not much to report at the minute, guys. The ball just going from end to end, but Lincoln trying to make something of the possession as they get a long ball forward down this near side, and it's gone out for a throw in. I think it's a throw into Lincoln. Yeah, just yeah, it's Lincoln throwing. They're going to take a long throw for this to get it right in the box, and they do a long throw into the box. It's just in front of the goalpost, headed away, but only as far as the Lincoln player on running onto it, and Lincoln managing to keep possession. Another ball comes into the box, and that's headed clear. We're seeing a bit of a scrap here in midfield between Bolton and Lincoln for the ball, but it's Lincoln that come out on top and managing to keep possession, and they pass it back to the goalkeeper to keep hold of the ball as the goalkeeper looks to build again for Lincoln with a long ball forward down this near side. I've noticed that a few times tonight, guys. The goalkeeper for Lincoln is particularly targeting Bolton's. It depends which way you're looking at it from. If we stood at the back of the Bolton team, it'd be the Bolton left-hand side. But if it's the Lincoln team, it's the right-hand side. So I'm just pointing it out that the keeper seems to identified that he's going to ping a lot of long balls forward and aim for this near side of the pitch. A lot of the long balls he's passed forward have fell on this near side of the pitch. So maybe that's something that Lincoln feel they've identified tactically, where there might be a weakness for us as the Wanderers. So let's hope that that's not something that the Lincoln are able to exploit. But it definitely looks like they're aiming to exploit something down this near side with regular possession coming down this near side, and the keeper for Lincoln, like I say, targeting long balls down this near side as well. So we just got another stoppage, guys, and the referee's just having a word with one or two players. So I'm not. This referee's a bit authoritarian, and he really likes to stop the game for every opportunity. So we just had a booking for one of the Lincoln players. So a free kick for Bolton, just on the edge of the centre circle in the centre of the pitch, but on this near side, so to speak. So it's about 45 yards from goal, but Bolton not pinging it forward, choosing to pass it, take the free kick as a pass, and now Bolton passing it amongst themselves at the back. And now Bolton down that far side, but a tackle comes in for Lincoln, and it's out for a throw-in to Bolton. Let's see if we can quickly read out a few of these comments. Sorry, guys, Bolton back in possession. We'll come to the comments in a second, guys, and just expecting Bolton to try and make something of this possession. And it's gone out again. Excuse me. It's gone out again on the far side for a throw-in. And now Bolton looking to build from the back as they take the throw-in and throw it to the defenders, and now switch the play out to this near side, and a wasted ball down this near side. A great idea, but it's just, yet again, we've seen that a couple of times as well. We're getting a bit of deja vu tonight, guys. We've seen that with a long ball forward down this near side as Bolton look to switch the play from the opposite side. But yet again, just too much pace on the ball, and the Bolton players out on this near side. There was two players. Both of them unable to keep up with the pace of the ball, and the Lincoln player managed to guard the ball as well, and it's out for a goal kick to Lincoln. Alex Whitehead, what's got the ball? Who's got the ball? Sorry, who's got the ball? Obviously, like I said, sorry, apologies, Alex, if I'm late to react to your comments. Obviously, trying to keep you guys informed with what's going on the pitch makes it difficult to keep up with the comments. So apologies about that, Alex. But I'm obviously, hopefully, I've been trying to keep you up to date with what's going on the pitch as best possible. The ball's out on this near side now for a throw-in, and I think it's still to Lincoln, level with the centre of the pitch. And another long ball down the field is headed out for a throw-in. This is why it's hard to commentate on this game, guys, because we're seeing a lot of throw-ins at the minute. 44 minutes gone, guys. It's currently Lincoln 1, Bolton 0. Just coming up to 45 minutes, and another long ball, another throw-in headed out again on this near side. So that's three or four throw-ins in a row on this near side in a matter of minutes. So as you can understand, guys, when that's happening, it's difficult to give you any kind of commentary on what is actually going on in the game. So now we've got a long ball into the box, long throwing. Sorry, it's thrown into the box for Lincoln. But not much comes of it, and the ball ends up with a Bolton goalkeeper. And the Bolton keeper looking to get Bolton on the move on that far side. And yet again, Bolton lose the possession. Really disappointing for that so far tonight with Bolton getting forward. Lincoln with another shot from that far side, but it's straight to the Bolton goalkeeper. But Bolton really need to get their act together. They're looking sluggish. Lacking on ideas, and at the minute, I've got to be honest, as much as I hate to say it, Lincoln looking the better of the two teams in this first half. They've been sharper, they've been quicker, they've been pressing the ball, and they've made life really difficult for Bolton. And I think Bolton desperately in need of the halftime team talk. The manager definitely needs to have a word with the players to pick up the pace when they're in possession. Alex Whitehead, did Lowry play for Rangers, B team? I don't know, mate. I don't know who played exactly. I can only let you know the score. I was hoping to possibly be able to stream it earlier today, but unfortunately there was only Celtic TV that was doing that game. None of the other Scottish channels had it on, and I don't actually have Celtic TV at the moment. So I was unable to live stream. I really wanted to. I made the thumbnail for it and everything, but I could. It was only available on Celtic TV. And like I say, at the moment, I don't have Celtic TV. I have got other Scottish channels, which gives me some opportunity to cover some Scottish football. But unfortunately, I don't have Celtic at the moment. But hopefully, we will add that to the availability of Fanden in the future. So, like I say, mate, I couldn't tell you who played. All I can do is tell you the result, which was 5-2 to Celtic B team. So, apologies about that, mate. Like I say, I was unable to watch it. I was really disappointed that I couldn't get it, to be honest, because I thought that would have been a great game to live stream. Obviously, with it being the B team and not very well covered. So like I say, but I will look out for games like that, unusual games, guys, that we can cover when possible. So like I say, apologies, Alex, you'll have to Google it and see if he played, mate. So like I say, if I could have got the game, I would have streamed it. Now Lincoln with a free kick on the halfway line out on this near side, and the free kick is taken. It's headed clear, and then the referee is now just blown the whistle for the halftime team talk. All the Bolton players running off the pitch quite quickly. The Lincoln players a lot slower. They're just walking off the pitch. So I think it looks like the Bolton players eager to get into the dressing room and get some input from the manager, and rightly so, because like I say, Bolton in that first half really disappointing getting forward. When we did get forward, we were losing the ball. Lincoln was sharper to the ball. They were quicker. They were faster. They were more dangerous. They were pressing Bolton from the front. And it's difficult. I know I acknowledge it's difficult for any team when the other team is prepared to sit in and defend in numbers and try and hit you on the counter attack. And that is what Lincoln City are doing tonight. So it's making life really difficult for us. As our team Bolton. Obviously, I'm talking from a Bolton perspective. Like I say, most of the time, guys, I do try to stay neutral on fandom, but please forgive me. I'm going to support my own team just like you guys would when they play. So, like I say, 99% of the time when I'm on fandom, I am neutral. But when my own club are playing, like I say, forgive me for wanting to support my own team. Nothing against Lincoln. I wish them all the best in the future, just not in this game. So, yeah, like I say, Bolton need to improve. Definitely in urgent need of the team talk. Like I say, every occasion we got forward, Lincoln was managing to cut the ball out, kick the ball out for throw-ins, pressing from the front, and just generally all round better at Lincoln. And like I say, it's helped them with that early goal. And Bolton now obviously should be well experienced with this. We've seen plenty of teams that Bolton have played where the team gets an early goal and then packs out their half of the pitch and makes life difficult for Bolton to break them down. So it's not like Bolton haven't got experience with that, guys. We know that Bolton do have a lot of experience with playing against teams like that. But tonight they do seem to be struggling to find a way to get at Lincoln in their own box. So let's hope the manager can get into the players' heads at half time and get the players firing and motivated to give it a lot more in the second half. So Alex was saying internet has blocked the site. I watched the games on. Right, fair enough, mate. Sorry, like I say, best thing to do, mate, is Google it. Google it. There's all sorts of live streaming sites. Loads of foreign companies do cover a lot of UK football. So there is options out there, guys. And like I say, obviously you've also got the mainstream media companies that cover it a lot. But like I say, you can Google it. And like I say, if you guys follow me on social media, I always try to point you in the right direction with stuff to try and get games if I can. Help you guys, give you tips where you might find stuff. But like I say, your best option is to Google it to find what games you're looking for or what providers that will cover the games that you're looking to watch. So yeah, thanks for that, Alex Whitehead. Great to see you getting involved in the chat, mate. And like I said, obviously disappointed if you can't watch tonight's game, mate. But like I said, there's not much to say about it, mate. It's just getting more and more difficult in it now to get different games across the UK with so many media companies now getting access to football to obviously highlight their involvement in what is a very popular sport. We're seeing, like I say, it used to be dominated by one particular company, as I'm sure you guys are aware. But in the last few years, we've seen a number of companies come into it, and now you've got a lot more options. But obviously, them options come at a cost. But there's also a lot of foreign companies out there, guys, where you might get a better deal. So do look it up on Google. Ethan Dixon is saying, "Come on, Bolton." Absolutely, mate. Well said. Totally agree with that. Like I said, with all respect to Lincoln, obviously they're a great team, and I wish them the best in the future. But tonight, obviously, my team Bolton is playing them. So as you can understand, guys, I'm hoping for a Bolton victory. Let's see if we can catch up with some of these comments. I'm going to give you some stats, guys, just before I come back to the comments. Halftime stats is pass accuracy for Lincoln, 54%, 76% for Bolton, although it doesn't look like that on the pitch. Attacking third, 39% for Lincoln and 59% for Bolton. I don't know where that stats come from. Tackles won, 33 for Lincoln, 50 for Bolton. Interceptions, 11 for Lincoln, 1 for Bolton. So that gives you some idea of just how sharp Lincoln have been tonight. Blocks 0-0 for both teams. Fouls committed 7 for Lincoln, 3 for Bolton. Fouls 1, 2 for Lincoln, 7 for Bolton. Yellow cards 2 for Lincoln, none for Bolton, and obviously no red cards issued in the game as of yet. And let's hope it stays that way. Saves 1 for Bolton, none for Lincoln. So that just gives you an indication that what I'm trying to say to you guys about Bolton not making the best of the possession that they've had in the final third. Not forced one save from the Lincoln goalkeeper yet. Games in the other. We give you an update on the other games in a minute, guys. But let's see if we can crack on through a couple of these comments, catch up with some of the comments from you guys. Ethan Dixon, come on, Bolton. Absolutely, Ethan. Thanks for that, mate. Great to see you in the chat. Thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Alex Whitehead, good. Good. Which team is it you support, Alex? Sorry, you may have told me before. Yes, sorry, you did tell me you was a Bolton fan before. Sorry, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if the Wanderers can get us a good result tonight, mate. But yeah, thanks for that, Alex. Stephen Allen is saying that's a shame, Alex. Unfortunately, the channels are doing everything to close up the live. The free streams. Yeah, they are. But like I said, there is options, guys. You just got to go and Google it. There is options. You don't have to be restricted to all the mainstream media companies. You can go and do research and find foreign companies that do provide UK football as well. But like I say, you will have to do an in-depth search on Google to find that out. So thanks for that, Stevie. Like I say, it is getting frustrating with the amount of media companies trying to make it harder for fans to access the football. Because how many media companies can you pay out for? Because it's all right paying out for one, but it's no good when you're not guaranteed that your club is going to play all the time on that with that media company. So yeah, they're being very greedy, a lot of these media companies at the minute, and making it very unfair for the football fans that just want to follow their team. Billy, random clips saying championship scores: Swansea 1, Watford 0, Norwich 0, Reading 0, and Stoke City 0, Burnley 0, Birmingham 0, Hull 0. Thanks for that, Billy. Like I say, I was going to go through the scores again before the half time, but I think Billy is trying to keep us up to date with it. Alex Whitehead is saying Lincoln keeper sending balls towards Sadler or Bradley. Yeah, like I say, he's definitely. Forgive me if I don't know all the Lincoln players, guys, because obviously I'm not a Lincoln fan, and I cover that much football on the channel that it is just impossible for me to remember all the players' names. Plus, it can get a little bit confusing as well. And like I say, please be patient, guys, because I am trying to learn. Teach myself how to do these match watch alongs. No big rich media company teaching me how to do it. I'm teaching myself to do it so that I can try and bring as much match commentary to you guys as possible with games across the UK. But like I say, I'm teaching myself to do it. So please understand if I'm not perfect at it yet. But yeah, like I say, thanks for that, Alex White. You are absolutely spot on. The goalkeeper for Lincoln has been very accurate tonight. A lot of the time with his passes forward to the attacking players for Lincoln, and he's particularly targeted the near side of the pitch for potentially maybe a weakness. I don't know if that's tactics. What Lincoln have done with their preparation. That they've identified a weakness in the Bolton team on this near side, but they're definitely targeting Bolton's left-hand side of the team. So obviously, I'm saying left-hand side. That would be right-hand side if you were looking at it from the Lincoln perspective. So thank you very much for that, Alex Whitehead. Appreciate that, mate. Stevie Allen is saying thanks for that, Billy. Absolutely, top man. Like I say, I'll always try to keep you guys up to date with what's going on around the grounds, but obviously our main focus is the game that we're streaming about. Brentford grabbed the second. West Ham 0, Brentford 2. Well done to Brentford. That's Brentford starting to pick up some points here and there, aren't they? Now they definitely look like they're starting to find find some momentum in the Premier League because they were really struggling at the start of the season, but they have been managing to start figuring out how to grind out some results to get some points on the board. So yeah, fair play, Brentford. And I think West Ham fans may be a little bit disappointed this season after the positive season they had previously and the year before since David Moyes took charge. But thanks for that, Billy. Ethan Dixon is saying Bolton are doing well in fifth. Yeah, we are, mate. But come on, absolutely, we're doing well. I agree, but we are Bolton. Unfortunately, we're still in the process of building the team. I think the manager's done. Ian Everett's done amazingly well with very limited resources to get us an half decent team together. Because let's remember, guys, this is still a pretty new team. We had to build from scratch after all the financial troubles with our previous owner, and we're only a couple of years past that. And as you know, it takes a couple of seasons just to build a team that the manager can identify with. So yeah, we have to give massive respect to even Ian Everett. But like I say, for me, still, yes, Bolton doing well in fifth, but for me, come on, guys, this is League One. With all respect for every other team in League One, I'm not being. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but a club the size of ours, with the history that we've got, we should be up there near the top of the table, challenging to win it. Not looking to get promoted through the playoffs. And I say that with all respect to every other team. If it was the Championship, yes, I'd settle for the playoffs. But in League One, I don't settle for the playoffs. I think our club is big enough, strong enough, and has enough history and experience that we should be targeting trying to win this league, not settling for a playoff position. But that's just my personal opinion. Obviously, every fan's different. They have their own viewpoint. But as a Bolton fan, I see my club as should be challenging for the title in League One, not hoping to get promoted through the playoffs. We're better than that, guys. We are. I don't mean no disrespect to any other club in League One, but we are a pretty big club. We should be more ambitious than just settling for playoff places. But you guys are entitled to your opinion. If you think different, that's fair enough. But we have to give the manager credit. He has done a fantastic job since he's come in. It's not been easy with all the troubles that the club's been through in previous seasons. But like I say, I consider my club a bit better than that. That they would settle for playoff positions in League One. So fingers crossed, we might push up the league if we can start putting a run of results together more consistently. Billy Random Clips is saying Liverpool won, Leicester won. Ah, cool. Liverpool leveling it with Leicester, and Leicester having a really difficult time at the minute. It was great to see them go 1-0 up in that game, but they're finding life difficult at the minute. They're not as fluent as we've seen them in previous seasons. But thank you very much for that, Billy. Ethan Dixon, Happy New Year 2023. Finally here. Absolutely, yep. Another year has just disappeared on us, guys. But thank you very much for that, Ethan Dixon. Happy New Year to you as well, mate. And very nice of you to come in and wish us the best. Especially we've still got 24, at least one day to go of 2022. But yeah, absolutely. It's almost upon us. Only 24 hours to go before we enter another year and we wave goodbye to another year that seems to have just disappeared in the blink of an eye, to be honest, guys. So I'm just going to see if I can bring up the league table just to see how it's looking at halftime, guys. Keep comments coming. We'll come back to your comments in a minute. I just want to see. Oh, hang on. There we go. Sorry, guys. Just want to see if I can just share with you where the table is at the minute. I will come back. I will bring the team screen back on in a few minutes. But just So yeah, the game has restarted, guys. Just bear with me a second. I'm just trying to share with you guys the league table so far, so you can have a look at that. And obviously, we've still got a second half to play, so it won't stay like this. But just wanted to let you guys see the table. Um, that is the top half of the table. Um, as you can see, let's just get me out of the picture so you can see it better, guys. There you go. That's the top half of League One. So as you can see, with the teams that are playing tonight, obviously we only have two games in League One tonight: Derby County and Cambridge United, which is still currently 0-0, and obviously Lincoln 1-0 up against Bolton in this one. We've got a free kick for Bolton just coming up, guys. So I'll come back to the game in a second. But as you can see, if it stays like this, Bolton will actually drop a position, and Lincoln will move up the table slightly. So, like I say, let's hope Bolton, for at least from a Bolton perspective, let's hope Bolton can um, turn this game around. Free kick comes in for Bolton. It's headed clear by Lincoln City, only as far as the far side of the pitch, and picked up again from Bolton. And now Bolton looking for an opening to get a crossing, but a foul on a Bolton player, and results with the Lincoln City player picking up possession. Really poor that from Bolton, from the Bolton forward there. But luckily, the Lincoln City player doesn't manage to get too far with it, and Bolton on the finally back in possession. Just get the impression that Lincoln are looking at this as a bit of a. You get the impression that Lincoln are looking at this game as a bit of a giant killing, because the way their players are running around are like a team possessed, and Bolton just look a half a yard short when they're doing their running round. So you're just getting the impression that maybe Lincoln's looking at Bolton as a big fish and a big result to get a result against, so to speak. Because, like I say, there is a notable difference in the speed and pace and reaction from both teams when scrapping for the ball. And now it's gone out again on this near side for a throw into Bolton, as Bolton are trying now to get some momentum going. But Lincoln defending in numbers, and now the ball comes inside with Bolton, but Lincoln stole it back and now looking to hit Bolton on the counter attack down this near side. But luckily, a Bolton player manages to get in front of him and block off the ball, and it's gone and rolled out for a goal kick. A free kick to Lincoln. Sorry, a free kick to Bolton. That actually confused me then, because I thought he'd thrown a foul on the Lincoln player, but he's deemed that because it was the Lincoln player that was in control of the ball. So normally the referee would award the foul based on who has possession of the ball, but he actually awarded that foul to Bolton, which was a bit of a surprise. Now Bolton looking to move forward again down this near side, and a foul as Bolton have the possession on the edge of the Bolton on the edge of the Lincoln box, and the Lincoln City with a strong challenge, and the linesman has flagged for a foul, and now Bolton with a free kick in line with the in line with the goal box on this near side. Sorry if I'm not describing it the best, guys. So it's kind of, I think we're going to see like an in-swing across come in from Bolton. It's out on this near side, halfway between the edge of the pitch and the goal box. So that should give you a clearer picture where the free kick's been taken from. Free kick taken. It's deep, and it's ricocheted off all the players. And now Bolton player picks it up on the far side, attempts to cross it back in, but it's blocked by a Lincoln player, and it's out on the far side for a throw into Bolton, who take it quickly. And now it's passed back up the field to the Bolton defence as they switch the play out to this near side, and a cross comes in. Oh, it's a beautiful cross, but unfortunately Bolton players unable to get onto it, and Lincoln managed to clear it on this near side for a throw-in. So the Bolton definitely is starting to pick up the pace which is great to see. And now Bolton with the throw-in on this near side and just passing it about between themselves with a 1-2. And the cross comes in and it's cleared again from Lincoln, but only up far as midway inside their own half. And the Lincoln player picks up the possession and looking to break, but a bit of a questionable challenge from the Bolton player. Sees the Lincoln player on the floor rolled up in a heap. So it's a great opportunity while we just referee sorts that out. We can go to the comment section, see what you guys are saying. Thank you very much for that, Ethan. Appreciate that, mate. Ethan Dixon saying, I support Preston. Right. Sorry. Yeah, you didn't you drop in last night, mate? Sorry, mate. The more I see you, the more I will get to know you, as some of the other guys, I'm sure, in the chat will tell you that have been on regular. Once I've actually seen you in the stream a few times, I will start to remember who you are and what club you support, mate. So my apologies for that. If I've miscalculated, like I say, if you guys are new to the channel and I don't see you very much, it's hard to remember everybody because as you can imagine, guys, the more streams I do, the more different people drop in, and not everybody drops in regular. So I try to remember as many people as possible. But like I say, the more I see you, the more I'll remember your name and your account and what club you support. So sorry about that, Ethan. Thanks for that, mate. Billy Random Clips is saying EFL EFL League One scores: Lincoln 1, Bolton 0, Derby County 0, and Cambridge United 2. Yep. Well, I'm going to actually refresh that because it's still telling me. That's really rather strange. Sorry, I'm just refreshing my page because according to that, oh right, I see. I'm reading it wrong. Apologies. But yeah, it's a bit confusing that. And now, sorry guys, I just got confused then with Billy's update on the other results around the grounds. Lincoln now in possession on this near side after the free kick with a throw-in. Bolton were not making much of the free kick opportunity. Lincoln not making much of the free kick opportunity that they had inside the Bolton half of the pitch. And it's resulted so far in a throw-in down this near side for Lincoln. So a long throw coming in for Lincoln City, and it's as far as the near post, and it's headed back clear for another throw into Lincoln City. EFL League 2 scores: Newport 0, Leighton Orient 0, Stevenage 2, Crawley Town 0. Like I say, thanks for that, Billy. I do try to keep you guys up to date. I've got the scores up here on my other screen, but like I say, obviously main focus is to try and keep up to date with the game. Alex Whitehead, So Sadler then, sorry, I can't even read that. So Sadler then, as he plays as Bolton's left wing back. So Sadler. Sorry, mate, I'm not understanding your comment. What do you mean by that? So Sadler then, as he plays at the Bolton left wing back. Oh, we've got handbags going on here, guys. We're just sorry, I've missed that. Trying to understand that comment, guys. If you put your comments in, that's great. I really want to give you guys the opportunity to get involved in the stream with your comments, but please do be mindful when I'm doing a match watch along to make your comments understandable so that I can read them out quickly, because I don't during the match watch along. I only have little gaps in breaks to read your comments out, so it can throw me off the pace if your comment isn't easy to understand. But like I say, please do feel free to drop your comments in. I want you guys to feel involved in the show. But like I say, I'm also trying to keep you guys up to date with what's going on in the game as well. So if I keep coming to comments in the chat what are difficult to understand, then it means I start to lose track of the comment and also lose track of what's going on in the game, trying to make sense of a confusing comment. So apologies, Alex. Appreciate you getting involved, mate, but I'm just not understanding what you're meaning by that. So Sadler then as he plays on the Bolton left wing. What do you mean, both so Sadler? What do you mean? We're just having the referee coming over to the fourth official, clearly getting some advice from his from the fourth official. So we just had a yellow card awarded to one of the assistant coaches on the touchline. I'm not going to get ranting about it tonight, guys, because I can't be bothered. But I am going to point it out yet again that these referees are an absolute disgrace. They should concentrate on what is going on the pitch and not on what is going on the touchline. That is why we have a fourth official stood on the touchline. He should be dealing with whatever problems are on the touchline, not the referee. Why should the referee feel the need to stop the game for something that is going on off the pitch? It's an absolute disgrace. This is just the EFL with their obsession of a power trip. So, guys, we've got a corner on the far side for Bolton. Bolton with the corner coming in. It's in the near post and it's in the back of the net. Beautiful goal for Bolton. Get in. Come on. And it's absolutely beautiful goal. And the corner come in at the near post. And Bolton managing. I didn't even see which player got a header on it, guys. But come on. Bolton level the score. And hopefully that is the goal we need to start to turn this game around. A beautiful header. The cross come in from the corner at the near post, and the Bolton player just literally on the inside of the box or on the line of the box, just managed to rise the highest, surrounded by a load of Lincoln players defending, and he rose the highest to direct it into the goal, and we have it level. It's Lincoln City 1, Bolton 1. Come on, yes. Yes, come on, Bolton. So there you go, guys. Bolton finally back in the game and have finally found where the Lincoln goal is. And let's hope we see some more of that. So come on, Bolton. Sorry, guys, I'm getting a bit irate. Obviously, don't always get to watch my team building Fanden because obviously the priority on the channel is to show you guys that we're trying to be respectful to all clubs and all fans because Fanden is not a club channel. It is very much a fan channel for all fans. But please forgive me, guys. Of course, I'm going to get excited seeing my own team scoring. And like I say, I've not been able to watch as many games as I would have liked this season with the intensity of building the Fanden project. So yeah, I really enjoyed that goal, guys. Now Bolton defending deep at the minute with Lincoln pressing up the other end of the field, and now Bolton clear the ball deep, long down the field, and the goalkeeper. We've got a bit of a coming together here now. So what happened? Let me just describe what happened to you there, guys. Bolton defending, Lincoln had the ball up the other end of the field. Bolton managed to defend it and kick the ball long right down the other end of the field. There was next to no Lincoln players down the other end of the field. The goalkeeper has come out to get the ball. He's clearly in a position where he's unable to pick, or he's decided not to pick the ball up. He's tried blocking off the ball, and there was a bit of a coming together as the Bolton forward has come to put the goalkeeper under pressure, and the Bolton player sent the keeper flying as he's tried to get the ball off the keeper. Who was defending it with his legs, and it ended up going out for a goal kick to Lincoln. But there could have been the referee could have made a lot more of that then, but made life difficult for Bolton. With it was just funny, guys. the Bolton player, obviously. Oh no! Now we're seeing some not nice challenges. So Bolton just on the attack down this near side, and they were just about to get going. Really starting to get the bit between the teeth now. Oh, and we've got a red card for a Lincoln player. The challenge on the Bolton player. Basically, the Bolton player's got off down the wing, and he's been dragged back by his shirt. The Lincoln player running after him, has literally just grabbed his shirt and pulled him back and sent him to the floor. And the referee has issued him with a second yellow card, which is obviously means he's then getting a red card for 2 yellows. So Lincoln now down to 10 men, and is that going to be the difference between the two teams now? As Bolton now with a free kick on the edge of the Lincoln box on this near side. I would say probably about 25 yards from goal, but the angle is awkward. So I'm imagining that the player is going to in-swing it to give Bolton a better opportunity to make the best of this set piece. And the ball comes in. It is a cross into the box, but it doesn't go very far. It's blocked from the first attacker who didn't manage to get it under control. Oh, no, we're seeing some serious challenges here now, guys. We've got a Bolton player who's just gone for the ball, and I couldn't bear with me, guys. It's all going off. We've got a load of players now in the technical area because the Bolton player just gone flying off the pitch on this near side, right in front of the technical area, and we've got a lot of bodies in the box. In the technical area. A lot of players all come racing over as that happened. I'm just going to see what I think there was. Right. So there was an initial tackle on a player and a Bolton player going flying on the first movement of the ball. The second movement of the ball came to a Bolton player trying to retrieve possession, challenged by a Lincoln player, and obviously it was right in front of the technical area, and it's got, as you can imagine, it's got the players on both benches and the backroom staff quite animated because it's right in front of them. They've seen it. They've seen that it was quite a bit of a tasty challenge, shall we say. And obviously that has resulted in a big meeting on this near side with players coming together and the referee having a lot of work to do to settle things down. So I don't think I've done stream after stream over the last few days, guys, since Boxing Day, and I don't think I've seen any game have as much handbags and coming together with players, coming to blows as much as we have in this game so far. Bolton with the free kick right in front of the technical area. They take the free kick and it's taken back with Bolton launching the ball forward, but nothing comes of it, and it goes out for a goal kick on the on this near side. Apologies of us getting quite animated there, guys. Just like I say, it was trying to keep an eye on what's going on, and obviously, let's just see if I can share that other one with you guys. There you go. Quite a lot of emotion in the game, guys. They've got the ball out on the far side for a throw into Lincoln. So I'm just going to try and quickly read through some of the comments. Like I say, Alex, apologies, I'm not understanding your message correctly. I'm presuming you're trying to say something about the Bolton defender, Sadler, but I'm not understanding exactly what you're getting at there, mate. So apologies about that. Billy Random Clips is saying Liverpool 2, Leicester City 1. Thanks for that, Billy. Appreciate you keeping us up to date there, mate. Obviously, this game's quite intense, so I'm unable to give you guys much updates on what is going on around the grounds at the moment. Ethan Dixon, thank you, Billy. Absolutely, mate. Thanks for that. And thanks for that, Ethan. Great to see you guys talking amongst yourselves in the chat and getting to know each other. Billy is saying, I'd like to see Bolton in the Prem with us one day. Yeah, hopefully, mate. Hopefully, Bolton will get back to that one day. But at the minute, obviously, oh, we're seeing what is going on. Sorry, guys, they're just breaking off. We're seeing both Bolton and a Lincoln player coming to. They looked like they were dancing there. They had their arms round each other, and they literally looked like they were dancing on the pitch. So yeah, I think there's a little bit of extra added to this game. Now Bolton on the attack, break into the box, but quick defending from Lincoln, but Bolton managed to keep possession. And now the cross comes in, but it's deflected. And it's a Lincoln player that manages to clear it, but Bolton pick it up again on the outside of the Lincoln box, out the ball out to the far side with a cross that is again defended and deflected away, and Bolton pushed back with the ball as Lincoln now pick up the possession, and Lincoln now looking to get up the other end of the field, but the ball up the other end of the field is blocked off from the Lincoln attacker by a Bolton defender, and it's gone out on this near side for a throw-in, but deep inside the Bolton half of the pitch. So I'm expecting when the game restarts in a minute, that will be a long throw to Lincoln. But at the minute, guys, we're just having a substitution for Bolton. So I think it's Bakayoko is coming on. Yeah, it's Jordan Williams coming off and Bakayoko coming on. It's actually a double substitution for Bolton, I think. And it's Williams coming on for Kachunga. So Kachunga going off and Dion Charles coming off and Kachunga coming on. Apologies, it comes up so quick. You've got to try and make sense of it. The game's restarted. Sorry, the throwing wasn't actually for Lincoln. It was a Bolton throwing. So Bolton with a throwing deep inside their own half, and they take that and now looking to build from the back. So yeah, absolutely. Thanks for that, Billy. I totally agree, but I think it's going to take a little bit longer for Bolton to build a strong enough team to do that. But yeah, I'm fingers crossed, mate. I am hoping to see Bolton back in the Premier League again at some point in the future. It would be nice. But like I say, at the minute, it's just about, I think the new owners that we've got, obviously, they're not so new now. They've been in the club a couple of seasons. And the cross comes into the box for Bolton from this near side, but it's deflected away. Sorry, I'll come back to that in a minute, guys. But Bolton's still in possession on this near side. And I've got to give credit to Lincoln for their defending tonight. They have been pretty, even now when Bolton is trying to turn the screw and they're down to 10 men. They are closing the spaces. They're working really hard. So, yeah, I got to give some acknowledgement to Lincoln. Their defending has been pretty bob on tonight. They've made life really difficult for Bolton with their, like I say, with their closing down and closing the spaces. But hopefully Bolton can overcome that and get the 3 points to push us further up the league. Fingers crossed. But I think after this, I will be looking to see Lincoln do well, no matter what the result is tonight. I will be hoping that Lincoln manage to get some points on the table. Not in this game, obviously, but in future games to push them up the table, because they've given a really good account of themselves tonight. I'm quite impressed with them. And the ball is just going back and forward at the minute, guys. The goalkeeper for Lincoln took a free kick, and it's long up the field. It's ended up with a Bolton goalkeeper. Now the Bolton keeper's just done exactly the same. We have another goal kick for Lincoln. So apologies, guys. Not much to report when the ball is pinging from one end of the pitch like that. These goalkeepers, obviously, we want to see them kick the ball long, but they sometimes kick it too long, don't they? But thank you for that, Ethan Dixon. Like I say, I think the same, to be honest, mate, for Preston, because you guys have been an established championship team for quite a long time now. So it would be great to see you guys actually be able to build some momentum and really push into the playoffs or automatic promotion, and see you guys get up in the Premier League. Even if it was only for one season, I think it would be massive for Preston, just for the financial benefits, because one season in the Premier League for any club is massive if they spend that money sensibly. It can set you up for the next. It can set you if the club gets into the Premier League. for one season, with the money they earn for that first season, plus the parachute payments, it can set a club up if the money's spent sensibly. It can set the club up for the next 7 years, just one season. So for me, yeah, absolutely, I would love to see the same for Preston to get at least one season up there, get some serious cash injection into the club, which might make it a lot easier for you guys to keep all the better players. Because one thing I've noticed that Preston have been unlucky with over the years, with the fact that they've not been able to get promotion. The club obviously is quite tight for cash, and it means that they're then vulnerable to richer clubs, particularly the Scottish clubs, and even clubs like Liverpool coming and trying to handpick their best players, and Preston not in a financial position to resist those clubs doing that. And sometimes some of the Scottish clubs, particularly, have took full advantage of Preston's financial difficulties, taking advantage, coming in with really low bids for players that are worth considerably more. So yeah, like I say, I would love to see the same for Preston, mate. Sorry, we got another free kick for Lincoln. I'll come back to the game in a second, guys. Alex, who are you? Who are your top five Bolton players? I'll answer that question at a later, mate, because obviously the game is. I'm missing a lot of the game to tell you guys about that. So maybe ask me that at the end of the live stream, Alex. Apologies, mate. So we just got a challenge on this near side for both Bolton and Lincoln, and just some tasty challenges going in this game, guys. 72 minutes gone, and we got another throw-in on this near side for Bolton. But yeah, two players just come together then, and both rolling on the ground like they've been hit with a cricket bat or something. And I think that both players have got a little bit of anger towards each other so far with the way this game is going. And now Bolton in possession on this near side as they look to bring the ball back into midfield and switch the play slightly out to that far side, but then switch the play back as they're trying to probe Lincoln for space and looking for opportunities to create goal-scoring opportunities. Cross comes in for Bolton, and it's deep at the back post, but unfortunately the cross goes past everybody, and he's out for another goal kick to Lincoln. We're having another substitution here for Lincoln. So yeah, just see who this is. It's Daniel Madra coming off, and it's James Robertson coming on for Lincoln. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing the Lincoln players very well. Like I say, I don't know all the Lincoln players very much, to be honest. So yeah, absolutely, Alex. White, obviously, like I say, apologies I couldn't answer that question, mate. I'll try and answer it later in the game, at the end of the game, sorry. But hopefully you understand with the intensity of the game, it's difficult to answer that kind of question because I need to think about that. I'm trying to think about it now. That's what I mean. You planted the seed, mate. Billy Random's clip is saying Leicester player has scored 2 own goals. Oh, that's what I mean. Leicester having a really tough time for them at the minute. Lincoln with an opportunity on the edge of the goal mouth for Bolton, but under pressure from the defenders and not making much of the opportunity, and it ends up with the Bolton goalkeeper. And now Bolton back in possession as they look to build the momentum down the far side of the pitch. A couple of 1-2s between the Bolton players, and then they bring the ball back inside. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do hit that like button. Drop your comments in the chat. I am quite behind with the comment, but I will try to catch up. And even if I don't, I will catch up at the end of the stream. So please feel free to drop your comments in. A cross comes in for Bolton and from the far side of the pitch, and it's deep at the back post, but unfortunately too much pace on the ball, and it goes out behind for a goal kick to Lincoln. We're having a lot of goal kicks so far in the game, guys. Another change for Bolton. It's Kyle Dempsey coming off, and it's Bodreverson. Can never pronounce his name. Bodreverson coming on. So apologies about the pronunciation. You know, guys, some of these players with these foreign names, even when they play for your own team, it's a bit of a wrap your tongue around it to pronounce it. So apologies if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. My bad. Thanks for that, Billy. Appreciate the update, mate. Apologies, I'm not able to keep up with what's going on around the other grounds as well tonight. But this game has been quite active. And now Leicester on the that's Billy mentioning Leicester. Sorry, Lincoln on the attack down the far side of the pitch. But a challenge from Bolton player has regained possession for Bolton as the player passes it back to the Bolton keeper to keep possession and to challenge the danger. And now the ball is up the other end of the field with a long ball up the field from the goalkeeper, from the Lincoln goalkeeper, and it's knocked out on the far side now from Bolton's defence for a throw-in to Lincoln. Sorry if I'm not describing the game at its best, guys. Like I said, I am learning to do this, and this game is actually proving quite difficult to keep up with because it's really intense. It's the ball, like I say, 1 minute it's at one end of the pitch, and then the next minute it's at the other end of the pitch. And I've done a lot of live streams over the last few days, but I don't think I can remember a game that has shown this. But like I say, lower league teams, the one thing that we know about lower league teams is they are prepared to ping the ball down the pitch a lot more, whereas we see with the Premier League teams, when we do their watch-alongs, they like to build up from the back. A lot of the teams higher up in the division. But Bolton now in possession in the middle of the park, midway inside the Lincoln half of the pitch, out to this near side as they look to get across in the box. And the cross is deflected on a Lincoln player, and it's out behind for a corner on this near side to Bolton. And like I said, guys, if you're just joining us, please do consider subscribing. We are a new YouTube channel. We are very much a fan channel, not a club channel. But obviously, I ask that you forgive me tonight for getting a bit more passionate with my club playing. Obviously, me being a Bolton fan. But most of the time, guys, we do try and approach most games neutrally. And now we're going to have, I hope. Right, so the ball went back as Bolton tried to ping the ball back into the Lincoln box. The Lincoln goalkeepers jumped to collect the ball, and an on-running Bolton attacker has challenged him. And as he's challenged, the goalkeeper's gone down. Luckily, nothing of it, but I was saying, because I thought the Bolton player might have got himself in a bit of trouble there with the referee for potentially a foul on the goalkeeper. But luckily, it looks like he's got away with that. And now the game restarts with the goalkeeper taking the free kick. Ball up the field. Bolton pick up possession. And now move the ball out to the far side of the pitch. As the Bolton players just passing it amongst themselves on the far side. And now they bring the ball back into midfield. Midway inside the Lincoln half of the pitch, and now switch the play out to this near side, looking for the opportunity to try and get him behind. And an attempted cross comes, but a fast challenge from the Lincoln player results in the ball going out for a throw-in on the far side, just in line with the Lincoln box. Bolton take the throw-in quickly. And now they've switched the play from left to right. Using the ball, passing it through the centre of the park. Bolton just passing it amongst themselves now at the minute in midfield and looking to try and create some space, but I'm pulling Lincoln from left to right to try and open them up. But Lincoln, like I said, guys, earlier in the stream, you've got to give them credit. They've been really good defensively tonight. Obviously, from a Bolton point of view, absolutely, we want to get the 3 points. Definitely, fingers crossed for my team to get the 3 points. But I will always give respect to teams that play well. And like I said, Lincoln's defending tonight has been awesome. And a cross comes in for Bolton. And loads of on-running players run onto it. And it's ended up going out for a corner to Bolton, but that was a great opportunity. But like I say, I think it just came to the player quick, the Bolton player a bit quicker than he expected. It's ricocheted off him straight into the path of a Lincoln player who has then kicked it behind, and it's gone out for a corner to Bolton. 80 minutes gone, almost 81 minutes gone, guys, and it's still Lincoln 1, Bolton 1. We're just seeing Kieran Lee coming on for Kieran Sadia. The corner comes in, and it's Bolton that's claiming for another corner on the far side, but the referee is giving nothing. He's waving it away, and the Bolton players looking very frustrated with that, actually. No appeals from the Lincoln players there, guys. No appeals from the Lincoln players. So I would argue that was actually should have been a second corner for Bolton, but the referee waving it away. As we know, the refereeing in League One is not the best standard, is it, guys? Stevie Allen is saying, can you imagine both Preston and Bolton? Oh, this arrow is really annoying. Bolton in the Prem, they would make a great addition. Yeah, it would. It would make a great addition, and it would also be a great Lancashire derby. And I'm sure the attendance for that game would probably be much better than the attendance that Blackburn show when they played Bolton in the Premier League. Always, every time we played them, their attendance was really poor at their ground. But I'm sure if Bolton and Preston played in the Championship or the Premier League, I'm sure it would be a full stadium, wherever it was played, whether it was played at Bolton or Preston. So yeah, sorry, I couldn't resist having that little dig at Blackburn there, guys, because Blackburn obviously a local rival to Bolton, but they don't have the same fanatical support as Bolton and Preston do. With all respect to them, they are a great club, a very historic club, but their fan support is fairly limited, if that's a nice way to put it. But thanks for chucking that one in there, Stevie. I'm sure that make a great talking point. The ball is out on the far side for a throw into Lincoln, guys, at the minute, after we just had another stoppage. And now Lincoln with a corner. They've worked a corner down the far side there for next to nothing. The ball was just bumbling about after the throwing was taken. Both a Lincoln player and a Bolton player scrapping for the ball, and it must have just took a slight touch off one of the Bolton players, and Lincoln have managed to get a corner on the far side from literally something to nothing, guys. So like I say, corner to Lincoln. If you're just joining us, guys, please do hit that like button. Drop your comments in the chat. I will catch up with the comments very shortly. And like I say, also consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. Any support you guys give would be absolutely well appreciated. And like I say, we want all fans to feel welcome to get involved in FanDen. Right, so just going to read out another comment because the referee is just pulling two players out. So the corner's not been taken yet, guys, but the referee's deciding to flex his authoritarian muscles. He's just pulled two players out of the box to have a word with them. Sorry, the corner is now, the referee has now blown the whistle for the corner. The corner comes in. It's right into the bodies. What is this referee doing? Oh my God, this referee is an absolute disgrace. Why do we have to put up with this poor standard of refereeing in League One and League Two? It's an absolute disgrace. The ball came in for a corner, and before the ball had even come into the body of boxes, guys, the referee has just blown and dismissed the corner and restarted the game with a free kick. And even the commentators on the match are questioning what made the referee make that decision. So it's not just me looking for it from a Bolton perspective. Even the commentators are saying, why is the referee blowing the whistle there? the standard of refereeing we have to put up with in League One and League Two is really amateurish, guys. It's amateurish, and we should be able to have something done about it. And like I say, if Bandon is successful, guys, and we get enough fan support, I believe you me, I will be getting in touch with the EFL and challenging them and the FA and challenging them over this poor standard of refereeing in the lower leagues. They want us to be respectful to referees, but referees need to, step up to the plate. These are supposed to be professional referees. And a free kick from Bolton, for Lincoln, long ball up the field, and it's run onto, it's cleared over everybody, run onto by the Lincoln attacker, and luckily Bolton's goalkeeper manages to come out and grab the ball to stop anything coming of that. And then the ball is cleared with the goalkeeper up the field, and Lincoln managing to keep possession, but now we've got a stoppage because of as that happened so quick, guys. The ball came right over the top of all the players, straight into the box for Lincoln, but it had come from the far end of the pitch from where the free kick was taken. And as the Lincoln player has tried to run onto the ball, the Bolton goalkeeper has come out at the same time, and it's meant that the both players, player and keeper, have collided together, literally running at each other for the same ball. So fingers crossed the Lincoln player is okay, because like I say, yes, we want the win from a Bolton perspective, but we don't wish any players to pick up any serious injuries. So yeah, fingers crossed the Lincoln player will be okay, and it's nothing too serious. Sorry, let me. Billy's saying, "Oh, come on, highlight it." Sorry, guys. Billy's saying, "What is this going on? This stupid thing is so delayed." Sorry about that, guys. Billy's saying 31st December tomorrow. It's the 300th. Oh, sorry, it's the 30th today. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Another day to go before the new year. So we have a throw-in taken for Bolton on this near side. And they switch the play out to the far side. And Bolton just passing it about at the minute at the back. We've only got, we've got 80, just coming up to 88 minutes gone, guys. So only a couple of minutes plus extra time. And now Bolton switch the play out to this near side and looking to get a cross, and a cross comes in, and it's deflected away. But two players coming together in the centre of the pitch, midway inside the Lincoln half of the pitch, and Bolton managed to come away with it. And now we've got another stoppage for a foul. Bolton did pick up the possession, got it forward, it ricocheted back, and then both Bolton and Lincoln scrapping for the ball on the halfway line where the ball ended up. And now we've got a foul, but we've had so many fouls in this second half and stoppages. This referee really needs to go back to referee training, doesn't he? Because he's struggling to keep control of this game, guys. And he's set his own problems, because and now he's booked another Lincoln player. Oh my God! This is what I mean. Why should we put up with this authoritarianism from referees? I mean, look at the guy. Look at the guy. He doesn't look fit enough to be a referee. I'm not being disrespectful, guy, but this guy does not look fit enough to be a referee. These are all young lads that are playing for both teams. They're fit, they're young, they're healthy, they've got pace to burn, and then we've got this middle-aged guy in the middle of the pitch that doesn't look fit enough to keep up with the pace of the game, and he's clearly struggling, and he's dishing out cards. He's stopping the game unnecessarily at times. It's an absolute disgrace that we have to put up with this. Right, so ball, the free kick was taken, and obviously not much come of it, as Lincoln showing a bit of frustration, probably because of the referee's poor refereeing skills. But it's now the Bolton, the possession is now back with Bolton as they look to build from the back and now switch the play out to the far side. But honest, guys, this referee is shocking. He really is. Obviously, he's not made any major decisions that have spoiled the game, but it's the little things. It's all the little things that he's picking at and stopping the game for and interrupting the flow and like I say, dishing out cards for silly little things. Cross comes in. It's the deepest in the back post. Oh, I thought that had gone in at the back post, guys. It looks like it's just gone wide of the post for Bolton. It was so close to the far back post, guys. It looked like it was going in, or it had gone in. I don't know if the goalkeeper actually got a hand to it. It's difficult to tell because there's that many players in the way, but I think it literally, the goalkeeper might, I don't know if it did actually come off the goalkeeper, but either way, it's gone out just on the outside of the post and an inch closer, and it might have just sneaked on the inside of the post. So Bolton with a great opportunity. We're just seeing that 6 minutes added time, guys. 6 minutes, so we're up to the 90th minute and a minute into the 6 minutes added on. So, guys, please do drop your comments in the chat. I will come to the chat at the end of these few minutes added on. Apologies, I've not been able to keep up with it as well this game. But like I say, this game has been pretty intense in this second half. And now Bolton with possession just on the halfway line inside their own half of the pitch. And now they switch the play out to the far side and now edge forward into the Lincoln half of the pitch. And now Bolton switch the play out of this to this near side through passing the ball through the back line. And it's now out on this near side for a throwing in line with the Lincoln box. And Bolton take the throwing and ball out into midfield, midway inside the Lincoln half of the pitch, and it's out onto the far side for Bolton. Cross comes in, it's deflected away, and another cross comes in, and the player and the keeper coming together, and I'm not sure the referee's blown it away, and it looks like he's going to give the decision to the goalkeeper. But that was a great opportunity. But like I say, both Bolton player and the Lincoln goalkeeper coming together there. And I think the Lincoln goalkeeper is just feeling that a little bit. Can just see him holding the side of his face. So maybe he's took a little bit of a knock to the face. But yeah, we have a Lincoln goal kick. 3 minutes of the 6 minutes added on time as played, guys. So we've got just over 3 minutes remaining. Long ball up the field from the Lincoln keeper. And the referee has blown the foul again. This is what I mean. It's something, and the referee's blown the whistle for something of nothing. But luckily this time Bolton get the advantage with a free kick. And now Bolton, defender looking to attack down this near side and doing it alone as well. But his opportunity comes to nothing as the Lincoln defenders clear the ball. But he's back with a Bolton attacker. And now the cross comes in from this near side. And Lincoln managing to clear it back up to the halfway line. But now the Bolton goalkeeper is coming out to keep the possession for Bolton and keep the momentum going. Bolton now another cross into the box from about halfway inside the Lincoln half. And it's gone way past everybody and it's out for a goal kick again to Lincoln. Sorry, guys, it's obviously Bolton just really starting to turn the screw, but disappointing that we didn't do more of this in the first half. It's been a much improved performance in the second half for Bolton, but the first half was very disappointing. Lincoln in the ascendancy for that first half. And I think Lincoln will be feeling their hard done by with a man sent off. But like I say, you've got to go with what comes at you in these games. Sometimes you get the rub of the green, sometimes you don't. And now the ball is taking the free kick taken from the goalkeeper, and it's just switches play between the two teams and ends up with a throw-in out on the far side for Bolton. Bolton now looking to build again, pushing the ball, bringing the ball from the back down this near side. And now switching back to the other side, the opposite side of the pitch. Just if you can imagine, guys, Bolton keep regularly doing this through the back line, passing the ball from left to right and using the defenders to switch the play from left to right of the side of the pitch. And another cross comes in, and it's a wasted opportunity. And yet again, we've got another free kick for Lincoln. So it just kind of gives you a clue of the pressure that Bolton's trying to put on the Lincoln box now. In the last few minutes, we've had I don't know how many free kicks for Lincoln from the goal box, and now 5 minutes 20 seconds gone, guys. So literally, we're in the last 30-40 seconds of the added on time, and the free kick is taken for Lincoln. It's high and it's right up the other end of the pitch. Oh, and we've got another stoppage. Right, well, this stoppage is for a foul on a Lincoln player. Both players coming together to try and get a header on the ball as it's coming in from the goalkeeper's free kick. And it was the Lincoln player that just comes slightly worse off, but it was a 50-50. But the referee has felt it necessary to give Lincoln the advantage with this one. But this referee is an absolute, just an absolute disgrace. He needs to go and do some training. Has he not heard of playing the advantage, let the game flow, see if the opposition or the team that he's going to award a free kick to or whatever has the advantage? Every opportunity is blown the whistle. And it's really, really disappointing, guys, because as football fans, we want to see the game flow. So now free kick comes in for Lincoln from this near side, and it's headed forward. But the Bolton keeper managing to pick it up, and there goes the full-time whistle. So Bolton, after a difficult first half, managing to get a goal back to level it, and it finishes Lincoln City 1, Bolton Wanderers 1. So both teams share the spoils. And to be fair, as much as I would have loved to seen my team Bolton get the win, guys, and I would, obviously, I always want to see your own team get as many points on the board as possible, and this game is no exception. But in fairness to Lincoln, I think a draw is a fair result because, like I say, even though Lincoln started to struggle in the second half after they had the man sent off, their defending was high class, guys. They really do. I give them credit for that. They defended in numbers. They defended as a unit. They defended as a team. And when a team works that hard, it would be a little bit harsh for them to get nothing out of the game. Obviously, like I say, from a Bolton point of view, I would have loved us to get the 3 points. But I am a realistic football fan and a respectful football fan. And I think a draw is a fair result for both teams. So, guys, if you're just joining us, please do hit that like button, drop your comments. I'm going to try now and catch up with some of the comments and see what you guys are saying in the chat. And like I say, if you want to have your opinion heard, please do drop your comments in. Let's see what's being said. So, double Alex Whitehead, any subs? Yeah, it'd be great if you could sub, mate. Very much appreciated. If you could do that, like I say, it'd be great if you could. I'm just going to change that, guys, so you can see. Just bear with me a second. I will come back to the comments in a minute. I'm just going to switch what you can see on the screen so you can see the league table. There you go. There you can see the league table now, guys. So that's how it looks after this game. And obviously, after tonight's result, Lincoln ended up in 15th position. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I'll just switch it. If you could see it, okay. Just see if I can reduce me so you can see it a bit better. There you go. You can see. Hopefully, you can see that. So, like I say, that point keeps Bolton in 6th position, and Derby obviously just above us. And I think it was the other way around the other day. But Derby with a 1-0 victory tonight against Cambridge United. So obviously they go above Bolton. So Bolton in 6th, and like I say, Lincoln, as you can see there, in 15th position with 22 games played. Bolton have actually played a game more than Lincoln. So obviously Lincoln actually have a game in hand on quite a few teams in the league. In fact, 2 games in hand on some teams in the league. So Lincoln potentially could push up further up the table once they even up the amount of games they played compared to other teams. But like I say, Bolton doing managing to stay in the playoff positions. But like I say, we'll be hoping for a much improved performance in the next game from Bolton. So hopefully you guys can see that. I'll leave that on there, but I'll big the screen so you can see me a little better, guys. Yeah, Alex White, thanks for that, mate. Yeah, if any of you guys are new to the channel, it would be appreciated if you could sub, give the channel a chance. Thank you very much for that, Alex. Alex White also saying, can't see it. It is blurry. Can't see it. It is blurry. Oh, what's blurry, mate? The league table? Let me know. Obviously, I'm not sure if you mean in a league table, but if yeah, I can always switch it to another one. Let's just bear with me a second. I'll come back to the comments in a sec. See if I can get a better picture on for you guys. Let me just bear with me a second, and we'll see if I can get a better table for you guys to see. Come on, load up. Sorry, guys, just waiting for it to load up. Oh, that's too big. That's too big. Right, we need one that shows you guys better. Let's just try that one. Oh, sorry, guys. Just bear with me a second. Well, that's better. That's better. Just trying to find one that you can actually see, guys. Apologies for this. I thought you could see of the other one quite well. Right, we'll give that one a go. See if that if you can see that one better. Just bear with me a second. Screen. There we go. You should be able to see that better now, guys. Like I said, I'm not. Right, hopefully, you guys can see that better now. So, like I said, going to try and catch up with some of the comments in the chat now. So, hopefully, you can see that a bit better. So, apologies if it's not coming through, guys. You'll have to be do a bit of research, see which company, internet company, will give us the best visible league table in the future. But for now, I'll leave it at that. Alex saying, like I say, apologies, Alex, if you mean in the league tables blurry. Doing the best I can. Alex Whitehead is saying, "Who's taking the free kick?" Sorry, mate. I'm not. There were that many free kicks in that game that it was difficult to say. And like I've said to you guys before, at the minute while I'm trying to learn how to do the match watch-alongs, I'm trying not to. What is going on with this? I'm trying not to get too stuck on players' names, just to give me a chance to get used to how to describe the games. You will hear me occasionally mention players' names, but at the minute, I'm just trying to concentrate on getting better at the commentary and explaining what's going on in the games. And hopefully, as I improve and get better at it, then hopefully in the future, I will start to involve players' names a lot more in how I'm describing the match watch-alongs. But obviously, as you can, I'm sure you guys that watch regular can understand, doing a lot of different games at the minute, so more fans can find out about the Fandom project. So it's meaning we're watching a lot of different games, which means a lot of different players. So it's only going to make it more confusing for me trying to learn how to do match commentaries. If I keep trying to mention players, that's just going to add to my confusion. So my focus at the minute is just to try and concentrate on getting better at the match watch-alongs, and then hope that as I improve, that I will start to naturally start to mention the players' names as I get more confident doing it. So apologies, guys, if I'm not always giving you as much details as you would like. But like I say, I'm not being taught by no big media company. I'm teaching myself. So apologies. That's all I can say, guys, is apologize. But I am trying my best to learn and improve as a YouTube host. But thank you very much for that, Alex Whitehead. Billy Random Clips is saying 1-0 Norwich in the Championship. Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, I'm not sure exactly. I'm going to quickly read through these guys. It finished West Ham United 0, Brentford 2, Liverpool 2, Leicester 1, still playing. Birmingham City 0, Hull City 1, Norwich City 1, Reading 1, Stoke City 0, Burnley 0. Burnley 1, Swansea City 4, Watford 0, Derby County 1, Cambridge United 0, and Lincoln City Bolton finishing 1-1. Obviously, as you guys know, in League Two, Newport finished 0-0 with Leyton Orient, and Stevenage winning 3-1 against Crawley Town. And for you guys that might not have been here earlier as well, just to let you know, this afternoon there was a game in the Scottish Lowlands League, Celtic B team playing Rangers B team, and that finished 5-2. So that brings you all up to date, guys, with what's going on around the grounds. But thank you very much, Billy. I appreciate you trying to keep people informed in the background while I was very much distracted with that game. Joey is saying we've pulled things around halftime, 2-1. Just need Bolton to push on. Yeah, like I say, to be fair, I'm, obviously it would have been nice for Bolton to get the win today, but in fairness, Bolton only actually got themselves going once once Lincoln actually had the man sent off. And I've got to be honest, overall tonight it was a little bit disappointing from the Bolton players because I think if they'd have matched the intensity and desire of Lincoln, we could have got a really good win tonight. But Lincoln, I've got to say it, guys. For me, Lincoln tonight looked like a team possessed. I think they looked at this game as a big scalp, as a giant killing, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, Bolton, obviously, a little bit, you might say, a bit of a sleeping giant. I'm not saying that they are a Premier League team or anything like that, but they should at least be competing in the Championship. So I think that some teams like Lincoln City, as we've seen when Bolton first got relegated down into the lower league, so a lot of lower league teams looking at it as an opportunity to get a historic result against Bolton while we was in a weaker position. And like I say, I saw evidence of that again tonight with Lincoln really, really stepping up and wanting to take the game to Bolton. And like I say, maybe they saw it as a bit of a giant killing opportunity because the intensity of the way they played, guys, definitely gave that impression. But yeah, absolutely, Joey. Great news for you guys turning it around. Obviously, happy for you guys and Liverpool fans, all big Liverpool fans. But I've got to say, guys, it's got to be getting rather concerning now for Leicester City fans. They must be starting to get very impatient with the manager, and obviously, I'm sure there's quite a few Leicester fans starting to come out and call for Brendan Rodgers to be sacked, which obviously I'm not a big fan of that kind of stuff, but I can understand the Leicester City fans' frustration. Billy Random Clips is saying, Joey, thanks to a brace from a Leicester player. Yeah, I'd like to say I haven't seen that game, but I'm detecting that maybe an own goal or something has made the difference in that game. But sometimes it doesn't matter, does it? Sometimes you have to accept the good with the bad. Our teams can all play badly sometimes, and sometimes they play good. Sometimes you play well, don't get what you deserve. Other times you play bad and get more than what you deserve. So it kind of evens itself out eventually. So you just have to take the good with the bad. So I'm sure if Liverpool have scraped a result with a bit of luck tonight, they will take it. They will take it because there's obviously plenty of times where they could probably highlight where they haven't had that bit of luck. And at the minute, it looks like Leicester are very much struggling for any kind of luck. But we will have actually keep a closer eye on Leicester because, like I say, it's got to be getting to the point where Brendan Rodgers is coming under intense pressure now. But thanks for that, Billy. Appreciate it, mate. Alex Whitehead is saying it was understandable. Here, don't worry. Sorry. It was understandable. You don't worry. You're doing. Do you need? Sorry. Do you know the Bolton players at the moment? It was. It was understandable. Don't worry. Uh, do you know the Bolton players at the moment? Well, I'm presuming that's directed at me. No, I'll be honest, mate. I don't know absolutely every Bolton player because if you've been watching the channel, you've seen I've been covering a lot of football, and plus the Bolton team do keep changing. But yeah, I'll answer your questions with regards to Bolton, but I'm not. I'm not a kid, mate. I'm not a kid. A lot of youngsters do get stuck on players' names and stuff like that. But for me, like I say, with the work that I've been doing with Football Fandom, I haven't been able to study the Bolton team as much as I would have liked. But obviously, I'm not going to list out loads of players that I like that are good, that are thingy because I don't want to disrespect other players in the Bolton team. But like I say, as I said earlier, there's a reason why I'm not mentioning players' names in the commentaries, guys. It's because I don't want to get if you notice, if you just listen to the commentary, just doing the commentary, I'm stumbling on my words because it doesn't come natural. I'm teaching myself to do this, guys. So if I start trying to add too many players' names to it, I'm going to get confused because then if I say the wrong players' names, because players, you see the back of a shirt and you think you think it's one player, but it's actually another player. Then I'm going to end up going back on myself, correcting myself. So I'm wanting to let that come more naturally, mate. But in answer to your earlier question, my I don't really have favorite players like that. I don't really. I'm not like I said. I'm not a child, so I don't really have go in and go. Oh, that Bolton player is my favorite player. He's the best player. The Bolton, obviously, for me, I take notice of players. Obviously, same as normal fans, but it tends to be a younger football fans thing to fall in love with players individually. I'm not like that. But if you're asking me what players do I like all Bolton players. I'm particularly impressed with I can never pronounce it correctly. Ricardo Sanchez, Santos, the defender for Bolton. I've been very impressed with him since he's been at the club. I'm also impressed with the goalkeeper for Bolton, but I'm also concerned about the goalkeeper for Bolton, which is James Trafford. And the reason I say I'm concerned is because he's on loan. He's not our goalkeeper. And the Bolton players' turnover of players within Bolton over the last 2-3 years has been dramatic, guys. There's been a lot of players turning over. And because I'm building Football Fandom, I haven't had the time to take notice of absolutely every player that's come in and out of the club. Because whatever team we've got now, in 12 months' time, half of that team will probably be changed. Because when the owners lost control of the club, the previous owner ran the club badly. You guys that are Bolton fans, oh no, that they run the club into the ground, and we had to rebuild the team from scratch. So we ended up at one point playing a team where I think we had 5 first-team players, and the rest was the academy players. So since Ian Evatt has come into the club, he has had a really high player turnover. And like I say, if I was young, maybe I would be taking notice of absolutely every player that comes into the club. But being distracted building Football Fandom, I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, I'll be honest. I do not remember the names of absolutely every player within the Bolton team. Condemn me for it. Fine, no problem. But like I say, I'm busy building a project here that is for all fans. It's not a club channel. It's a channel that welcomes all fans. And we want to come on here and talk about football. And like I say, for me, when players' names are remember, it's a young man's thing. That guys, it's what youngsters do. It's youngsters that get obsessed with individual players and want to go screaming around the likes of Ronaldo and Messi and stuff. To me, it's just another football player. I said it the other day. I don't take notice of individual. I take notice of great players. I take notice of how a team plays, how they play as tactically. Do they work together fluently? Do they work cohesively? Does the team flow? Do they show a great team spirit, togetherness? You don't need to. You don't. If you're watching for that kind of football, you don't need to remember absolutely every player's name. Now, yes, I do know a large chunk of the players' names within the Bolton squad, but no. If you're asking me, do I know every player's name? I'm sorry, mate. No, I don't. Like I say, just part of building a fandom project. It's just too difficult for me to keep up with absolutely every team, including my own, about what is going on with team players coming in and coming out. Joey's saying, I know, mate, own goal, laugh out loud. Right, so obviously, I presume he's still talking about the Liverpool-Leicester game there, Joey, mate. Yeah, thanks for that, for your comments. Alex White, get in. I presume that was a reaction to the goal. I'm just going to try and race through a couple of these comments, guys, to catch up to where you might be up to. Ethan Dixon, yes, absolutely. It's just seeing you guys celebrating the Bolton goal. Alex White, who scored. Sorry, mate. Like I said, I didn't actually catch. I'm sure you'll get it on the highlights, but I can't remember. I was trying. Like I said, I'm trying. I'm sorry to keep saying this, guys, but please do be patient. When I'm doing these match watch-alongs, I'm doing it. I'm doing one after the other for a reason, and it's to get experience. It's to get better. I want to improve, guys. I want to be able to do these match watch-alongs and also keep you guys up to date with what's going on in the game, but also interact with you guys in the chat. So apologies if I'm not doing a great job of telling you players' names. But like I say, I can only do so much to try and keep pushing forward and learning. And I'm doing a lot of learning about the tech stuff and coming off at the end of the day, absolutely shattered through the amount of work that's involved. So sorry, apologies if I'm not too focused on players' names at the minute. Billy Randomson is saying, Eon Toll, I know him. I know him. I'm not sure what you're meaning by that, but I'm just gonna. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up to where you guys are actually talking. Alex Whitehead, thanks, Billy, for letting me know who scored. How do you know? How do you know Toll? I don't know what your final words trying to say there, mate. Apologies. Uh, Alex Whitehead, who flew off the pitch? On the actual, oh right, I think you mean the technical area, mate. I didn't see their names. Like I say, there was two. I think it might be right and a good idea to stop doing Bolton streams because Bolton fans just expected me to take notice of absolutely every player on the pitch. And when I'm trying to learn, that is very difficult. When I'm trying to learn how to do match watch-alongs. Alex Whitehead, thanks for letting us know. Absolutely, I'm going to just bypass some of these. Stephen Allen, sorry, Alex, my mind doing a blank. Do you support Bolton or Lincoln? Bolton till I die. Obviously, massive respect for that. Thanks, Alex Whitehead. Stevie Allen, cool, mate. Let's hope they win. Absolutely. Alex Whitehead, you're doing a good job, pal. Thank you very much for that, Alex. Appreciate you showing support to our moderator. Really appreciated. Alex, 72 minutes gone. Yeah, like I say. Alex, Bod Va Sun say it like that. I'm sorry, mate. I'm really sorry, but when you keep abbreviating things like that, I'm finding it really difficult to understand what you're saying, mate. So all I can do is apologise. Stephen Allen saying that's a good breakdown, Alex. Um, Alex Whitehead, you're welcome. No worries. Connor, oh, come on, I wish this would load up faster. Connor Hill is saying how much added time. Well, there was about, I think it was about 6 minutes. It was 6 minutes. Apologies, I didn't keep up with these comments in the thing, guys. Like I say, I am trying to learn how to do these match watch alongs, and some games are just so intense. And like I say, I think I'm just feeling the bit of the pace because this is the now. I think it's the fifth or sixth day in a row where I've done match watch alongs, so just struggling a little bit through maybe a bit of tiredness and just mentally tired through the amount of work that I keep doing. Because, like I say, I've been up till the early hours many days this week promoting all the live streams for the next day. So it's just leaving me a little bit flat, I think. So apologies, Connor Hill. Apologies, I didn't get to answer that question, mate. But Alex has answered it. So thank you very much for that, Alex. Appreciated, mate. Um, I think Alex also saying, when did someone get Saw sent off? I think if I remember rightly, it was the Lincoln play. Obviously, I remember that. And I'm trying to remember the time. I think it was around the 60 minutes, something like that. Couldn't be exactly accurate, but I think it was around the 60 minutes time, somewhere like that, mate. Um, Stephen Allen, I think Gaz said 61 minutes. It was Walsh who got sent off. Yep, like I say, I'm not always the greatest at remembering players' names. I think, but yeah. Joey is saying, as least you get a point, mate. Absolutely, yeah. Like I say, credit to Lincoln tonight. To be fair, guys, they made life difficult for us, and like I say, obviously, as a Bolton fan, I want my team to win. Of course, I do. But I will always give credit to the opposition if they play well. And Lincoln, at least defensively, for the majority of the game, 90 minutes, 96 minutes, whatever you want to call it, they was really good defensively, and they deserved to get something out of it. Obviously, I don't want to say that I would prefer Bolton got the 3 points, of course, but with respect, Lincoln's defending tonight was really good, and Bolton just they didn't start to turn the screw until the last half an hour of the game, guys. And as much as I want Bolton to win, we have to be honest. You know, if the players don't do enough in the first 60 minutes of the game, then you can't really complain when you walk away with only a point or a defeat. Like I say, I watched all the game, and for me, Bolton just weren't at the races in the first half. They looked better in the second half, but they didn't really start to get any kind of momentum until I'd say about 50, maybe around 50, 60 minutes into the game, and that's when they started to improve. But yeah, thanks for that, Alex. Well done, mate. Appreciated. Steve Allen, thanks for getting involved, Alex. Absolutely. Always appreciate you guys getting involved. I think I might be roughly back up to where you guys up to. So apologies, guys. I'm behind with his comments. Ethan L. Ethan Dixon. When do Bolton play again? Whoa, I'm not sure because the games are all over the place at the minute, mate. And obviously, I'm doing football fan. Then I'll have a quick look and see if I can find it for you. But so sorry, guys. Just trying to answer. Where, I'm not looking at too many ahead for Bolton because, like I say, I'm covering that much football. Right, so Bolton play again on the 2nd of January, Monday the 2nd. So literally, they've got 2 days break, and then they play again on the 2nd against Barnsley away. And let's just have a quick look who Lincoln play next. Obviously, where's Lincoln? Ah, Lincoln's next game is at home. They've got another home game to Ipswich. So obviously that'll be an interesting game. So yeah, that brings you up to scratch with what games they play. Both teams have got next. So hopefully that answers your question, Ethan. If you're still there, mate. Although I presume you might have gone off and found out for yourself, which is fair enough. It took me a while to get to your question, mate. Stephen Allen, I think it's Barnsley, mate, on Monday. Yeah, it is. Like I say, on the 2nd of January. So hopefully, Bolton can get back to winning ways with that. They're going to have a much improved performance if they want to get 3 points against Barnsley. Billy Random Clips is saying Ronaldo has signed for a Saudi Arabian side. Seriously, if that is the case, then that guy's an absolute disgrace. All that hoo-haing about wanting to play in the Champions League, and then he goes and signs for a Saudi Arabia company. That would just suggest that he's after the money. Why should he be after the money? How much money he's earned in football, guys? He's earned he must be one of the richest footballers in world football. So why should he need to go to Saudi Arabia? There's only one reason to go there, for the money. Well, how much money does he need? Stephen saying, I knew he would sign for another club. Didn't think he would retire yet. No, I never expected him to retire. But like I say, if he has gone to a Saudi Arabia club, then that is going to shock the football world after him talking all that rubbish about wanting to play in the Champions League and wanting to finish his career at the highest level. Alex White is saying, knew he would sign for a big money. Well, if he has gone for the money, mate, it's shocking. That's just shocking because he was on really good money at United. So yeah, Stephen Allen. Whoa, just had a quick look. Signed till 2025, more than 177 mil per year. Oh my God! Right, well then there you go, guys. If that is true, then it just should show all you people out there that support United, that follow Ronaldo, glory hunting just because he's a big player. That should tell you that his heart is not in the game; it's in his wallet. So all these big speeches we've heard coming from Ronaldo over the years about how much he cares about football, wants to play at the highest level, blah blah blah. If he's going to sign for a Saudi Arabia company for a club for that kind of money, then I'm sorry, but it shows that he's not interested in the football. He's interested in the money. Alex White, no way, absolutely, mate. Very much a shocker if it is the case. Stephen Allen, biggest football salary in history. Right. Well, like I say, it's shocking, isn't it, guys? Just it shows how mercenary a lot of these players are. They like to come out and make out that they care about the game, they care about the fans, but the reality is they're just mercenaries. They're just out for as much as they can get out of the game. Billy Random's Clips, 177 million a year. That is shocking. That is an absolute disgrace. Just for a footballer, and a footballer that's at the back end of his career and all. So that's just not acceptable, is it? But I suppose I suppose we're getting the true answer. All this, like I say, all the feedback we've heard from the press and all the interviews we've seen Ronaldo give over the years about wanting to play at the highest level, and he's ambitious to finish at the peak of his career and finish his career at the highest level. And now he goes and signs for a Saudi Arabia club. Well, I think that just shows that he's been feeding us a lot of spiel over the years, guys. Billy Random Clips is saying that's what I was wondering. He wants all that money. He's a multimillionaire. Why does he want all that? Absolutely, couldn't have said it any better, Billy. You've hit the nail on the head. He's one of the best paid footballers in the world. Look at the cars he's got. That gives you an idea of just the kind of money that he's got. He's got a collection of cars. Most of the rest of us can only just afford one car, and we don't always even get the car that we want. We just have to have one car and use it as a commuter car. Ronaldo has got a car collection. So he shows you how much money he's made. And we're not talking little cars here. I'm not talking just like, a Corsa or a Ford Fiesta. We're talking top-end cars, Ferraris, Mercs, Audis, and Bentleys, things like that. and this is his car collection. So this man is mega rich, ridiculously wealthy, and yet it's still not enough for him. Honest to God, it beggars the belief, doesn't it, that so many fans would follow this player after he's shown his true colours now. That he's just motivated by the money, not by the football. He can talk all he wants about loving football, but he's clearly in it to milk every pound he can out of the game before he retires. Billy Random's clips is saying probably a billionaire now. Yeah, but does he need it, mate? Does he need it? How much money has he got? It's ridiculously loaded. It's an absolute disgrace. But there you go. That's the world of football, innit? Stephen Allen saying, absolutely, Billy. Yep, it's shocking. Like I say, thanks for that, Stevie. Billy Random Clips say, I'm just try and get a habit of calling you Billy a bit more, just to say we keep reading out your full title name, mate. But thank you very much. Appreciate you coming and getting involved. But Billy is saying, I would have signed for a Champions League club just to finish his career at the top. Well, that's what we all thought he was going to do, mate. Well, that's why we thought he was kicking up a fuss to get out of United, because he wanted to go and sign for a Champions League club so he could get more Champions League football. But that proves to be, if what you guys are telling me is the truth, because obviously I've not read it for myself, but if it's true that he's signed for a Saudi Arabia company, then it goes to show that all that interviews and crying to leave United was all just attention seeking, because it's not the Ronaldo show. And I was actually feeling sorry for Ronaldo a bit with how he was treated by United. But now I think we're starting to see another side to him, aren't we? Joey is saying, at this stage in his career, shouldn't he be motivated by, at this stage of his career, shouldn't be motivated by money? He's earned enough. Absolutely. Well said, Joey. Yeah, he's earned ridiculous amounts of money in the game. He's one of the most wealthiest footballers in world football. And like I said, when you look at his car collection, these are not Fiestas and Corsas. He's got Ferraris and Bentleys, and that's cars that we can only dream about. So it gives you an indication, not to mention the mansions he owns. He's got a house in Spain, a house in Britain. He's got a house in Portugal. He also bought an island for his agent. He bought a Greek island that I believe cost around £3 million. Do you know what I mean? So this is not a footballer that's short a coin. So why is he signing for money? It's absolute nuts. Absolute nuts. But yeah, well said, Joey. Absolutely, 100% agree with you, mate. He's showing that he's motivated by money. He doesn't care about the football. He's motivated by money, and it's disappointing, isn't it, guys? It really is disappointing. It's like watching David Beckham all over again, isn't it? A top talented player, more motivated by the money and the success and the glory that it brings rather than the actual football. So yeah, Joey is saying, completely agree, Billy. Absolutely. It's just really disappointing. All of us thought he was leaving because he wanted Champions League football, and I had a sympathy for him with the way United were treating him. But that sympathy's dried up rapidly if what you guys are telling me about this Saudi Arabia club is true. Alex Whitehead is saying you'll be on Match of the Day next season. Did you commentate on the World Cup? Thought I saw you on TV well better than Gary Lineker. Well, I appreciate the comment, mate. I'm not sure I'm better than the professionals, but I'm trying. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to improve. I don't know. Maybe some of the fans that watch regular could tell you if I'm getting any better with it. I don't know. I feel some parts of the commentary I've got better, but I feel also still very frustrated because I would love to be describing the game better and also trying to include players' names at some point as I improve. But like I said, I'm trying to do it. I'm trying not to put too much pressure on myself, guys, to do to try and cover too many bases. I'm trying to let it naturally come. So my thinking is to try and just concentrate on the match commentary at the minute and that aspect. And if I get that nailed down, then I can start trying to improve the standard of my match commentary by actually describing the game well, and then trying to obviously introduce more details, and obviously also find the balance as well to talk to you guys in the chat. Because, like I keep saying, a big part of Fanden is you guys. You guys, this channel is for you. You know, I'm just the face of it at the minute. But this, I'm really deadly serious about this, guys. I want you to feel a part of the channel. I want you to feel that this channel is your channel, and it helps you express your feelings about your club, good or bad. And like I say, whether you come on and express yourself through the chat and I read it out, or whether you come on the actual channel and express yourself visibly, then whatever. The fact of the matter is, this is a channel that's been built for you guys to get involved in different ways. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Alex. I appreciate the compliment, mate. Like I say, sometimes a bit frustrating, so apologies if I come off a little bit spiky with my comments. Bit sometimes if I think I might be taking it as criticism. But like I said, I'm just asking you guys to understand how much I'm really pushing to try and get better at this. So sometimes when fans come on and don't be very understanding about it, I find it a little bit frustrating because, like I say, I'm pushing really hard to try and get better. Billy Random Clips is saying he's got top end cars, mansions. Some people can't even afford a house to live in, so he should be grateful for what he's got already. Absolutely, couldn't have said it any better, Billy. Like I say, it's shocking. It's shocking that a player that's let's be honest, he must be a billionaire by now with the amount of money he's earned from Real Madrid, Man United, and Juventus as well. He's earned big money at all these clubs, so he must be in the billionaire bracket now. So why would he want to go to Saudi Arabia? He's conned the football world, guys, because in all them interviews, he gave us the impression that he wanted to leave for Champions League football. And now we're finding that he's signed for Saudi Arabia club. So that's a very unusual thing to do when you're telling the world that you want to play Champions League football. Sam Thornton, how's it going, mate? Great to see you. Really appreciate coming chopping in. Hi, mate. How's it going? Great to see you. What's your thoughts on the Ronaldo thing? If you're still there, Sam, let me know because I will be jumping off in a minute. I'm going to try and go and relax and try and catch up on a bit of sleep tonight if I can, guys. Joey is saying, I know to give a lot of I know he gives a lot to charity, but even still, that's a lot of money. Yeah. It is a lot of money, mate, and we know he gives to charity. But when you've got millions, billions sat in the bank, what he's donating to charity probably doesn't even touch his interest, mate. You may think you've got millions of pounds in the bank, you're earning a lot of money on interest. So whatever he's given to charity is probably only the interest that he's earning from what he's from his from the money that he's got sat in the bank. So yeah. But like you say, Joey, spot on. He's just if he's like I say, if he has signed for this club, it just shows that he's been lying, deceiving the football community, and that he's just out for the money and not interested in the football. Billy Random Clips Billy saying, Joey, that's why I respect Mane. He donates to charity, and he doesn't have anything luxury because he doesn't want to show off. Yeah, well, like I say, I think there's a lot of players that we don't mind. This is the thing, guys, do we? We don't mind these players enjoying the benefits of being a top player. But when it comes to a player like Ronaldo, who's earned the top money all his career, and now he's at the back end of his career and should be more focused on finishing on a high rather than money, because he's earned more money than that. Let's be honest, he's earned more money than he's probably earned more money than some of the Premier League teams combined. If we look at like the Norwich team, obviously Norwich not in the Premier League now, but like a team like Bournemouth, I'm trying to think, or Southampton, all that team probably don't have not earned as much money as what Ronaldo have earned. So it's perspective, innit? And like I say, it looks like Ronaldo has been deceiving us with his talk about caring more about the game than money. So yeah, sorry, did I actually read that clip? Did I actually read Billy's comment? But yeah, actually, sorry. Just to quickly before I switch comments, yeah, just to touch on what you're saying there. Yeah, Mane, I don't know whether he flashes his money about because, like I said, I'm not really interested in what footballers do in their personal life. I'm very much respectful of that. I think they're in the spotlight so much that we should be a bit more respectful to their personal life and give them a bit of privacy. So I don't really take too much notice of what players do in their private lives unless we can't avoid it when it's plastered all over the papers. But yeah, like you say, Joey, I don't know exactly about Mane, but I know he is a very humble guy, and like I say, he's a player that seems to be a bit more wiser and wanting to do well in football. But obviously, we can't always understand every player's motivation. So yeah, Alex Whitehead is saying he owns a trainer factory in China, only employs kids. Right. Well, I didn't know that, mate. If that is true, I didn't know that. Like I say, if he's signed for this club, he could open up a can of worms, Ronaldo. It could really damage his legacy because obviously people are going to start to see him in a different light. Because I think most of us were under the impression he wanted to leave for Champions League football. That is what he led us to believe. So if he's now signed for a club that doesn't even play Champions League football, he's making himself look absolutely stupid. But yeah, Alex, for that sharing that, mate. I would definitely try and find out a bit more because if that is true, I don't know how true that is. But if that is true, that's quite questionable, isn't it? Um, Sam Thornton is saying, find it crazy that Ronaldo forced himself out of Man United like uh, he was better than the club, then ends up playing in Saudi Arabia. Absolutely, mate. Like I say, the guy's a disgrace because if it is the case, he made us everybody believe that he wanted to leave United because they weren't in the Champions League. He wanted to go and sign for a Champions League club. He made it like that. That United was standing in the way of that. So if he's left now and gone to sign for the Saudi Arabia club, then it's absolutely disgraceful. But yeah, absolutely sorry. But yeah, absolutely. Sam, you're right. Come on, what's with the delay on this tonight? Um, um, But yes, sorry, Sam. Yeah, you're absolutely spot on. He's deceived everybody at United, and he was wrong. Like I say, I said it earlier. I did actually have a little bit of sympathy for him with what was going on at United because I genuinely thought he wanted to just leave to go and try and carry on his Champions League record. So that was why I thought he was pushing to leave. So I did have a little bit of sympathy for him with that respect. But like you say, it looks like he's conned us all, and led us to believe that when in reality, he's got other ideas, and like you say, he's created all sorts of problems at United just to get out. So it's very shocking. But thank you very much for that, Sam. Appreciate you sharing your thoughts, mate. Really appreciate you coming, getting involved. Great to see you on the show, mate. Joey's saying thanks, mate. Gonna and jump off and get ready for work, tomorrow's. See you next time. Absolutely. You're working on New Year's Eve, Joey. Oh, that's a bit unfair, isn't it, mate? Although I can't say that I've been working all the way through doing the live streams, but yeah. Thanks, Joey. Really appreciate the support, mate. And take care of yourself. Have a good evening. And like I say, I'm sorry to hear that you're having to work tomorrow, mate. That's a real bummer. So, like I say, hopefully your shift goes quick. And like I say, at least I hope you got New Year's Day off, mate. So yeah, thanks, Joey. Appreciate the support, mate. Really, really do. You've been absolutely amazing the last few days with the support you've given. And like I say, it doesn't go unnoticed. Billy is saying the club he signed for on FIFA, their best player is probably like 65 rated. Well, mate, I'm not surprised, but thanks for looking that up, Billy. Like I say, I'm not surprised. That's shocking. I'm going to go. I'm going to jump off in a minute, go and have some food, and try and read up on what's been going on. But yeah, I'm shocked if he's signed. Like I say, it's simple, isn't it, guys? It just shows he's motivated by the money. If he has actually signed for this Saudi Arabia club, then it shows he's fooled us all with implying he wants to leave for Premier League. Sorry, to play more Champions League. When in actual fact, it's about the money. It's the money, and I'm getting a bit tired, me, of seeing players keep playing the violin like they're getting a hard time when they're earning astronomical amounts of money. They're looked after like royalty by their football club, and yet they come out whinging and whining about this, that, and the other. We take sympathy and give them a bit of pity, and then find out later that there's more to the story. And it's really disheartening because it makes you think that this money is spoiling these players to the point where they're prepared to just lie to us to get what they want. Even though, which is basically saying that they're not happy with the amount of success and wealth that's coming their way as in their career up to that point. Sam Thornton is saying the team he has signed for aren't even in the Asian Champions League. Just got, mate, like I say, money talks, doesn't it? It really does go to show money talks. And it's an absolute shocker that he's decided to go and sign for a club in a country that's, let's be honest, still very much developing their football. So, yeah, thank you very much for that, Sam. Appreciate you sharing that info, mate. Billy Random Clips, I'm probably going to go as well. Have a good night, mate. Yep, no worries. I'm going to jump off and call it a night now. After 5 days of streaming, I need a little bit of a breather tonight. But thank you very much, Billy Random Clips. Really appreciate you getting involved, mate. And thank you very much. Some great support from you tonight, mate. And like I say, it is very much appreciated. Alex Whitehead is saying, cheers, mate. I'm off. Good luck. Thank you, Alex. Really appreciate you being involved tonight. Sorry, like I say, apologies if I was a little bit snappy earlier. Just like I say, just sometimes just wish fans just be a little bit understanding that I am trying my best to learn and improve as I go with this. But thank you very much, Alex. Your support has been amazing tonight, and really appreciate it. And I hope to see you again on a future stream. So take care, mate. Look after yourself. And if I don't see you guys tomorrow, enjoy your New Year. Your New Year's Eve. Will Burtham, how's it going, mate? You all right, mate? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Great to see you, Will. Hope everything is going well with you. Obviously, just winding up the stream now, mate. But yeah, very much great to see you drop in, Will, and thank you very much for that. I did drop on your channel late last night. I was up late last night doing all sorts of stuff, and I did drop on your channel and saw that you've been doing some great stuff, mate, and hopefully that continues. But thank you very much, Will Burtham. Great to see you, mate. I appreciate you dropping in. Guys, don't forget, please do hit that like button before you go, if you could. Be appreciated. Billy Random's clip saying, also take a well-deserved break. You, mate, or me? I'm not sure what you mean. If you meaning you or me, I'm not sure. With me, mate, I'm just going to try and keep going as much as possible. I am looking for a day off, but the games are just non-stop from now till the 11th of January. At least there's a game, at least one game every day, if not more. So I will be looking to try and pick a day off at some point in and all that. But like I said, I'm also trying to keep the intensity going. So more fans can find out about us, but also to help me improve. But I think you're right, Billy. I think I need to think about taking a day break just to recharge the batteries so I can come back a bit fresher. Because when you're doing it day in, day out, and all the preparation and all staying up late every night, having to promote it and all that, after 5-6 days, you'd get tired. You get tired because I've been up till the early hours promoting all the streams for the next day. And it, like I say, it doesn't give you a lot of time for personal time. And I think that's why maybe I'm just feeling the pace of it today. So apologies if that's been noticeable. Well, I'm trying to do my best, guys, and I keep working to improve. So thank you very much for all the positive comments and you guys being understanding and supportive. I really do appreciate it. And yes, hopefully, Billy will pick a day off in the next day or two, or free. I'm thinking maybe Sunday, New Year's Day might be the best day to take a day, take a break. But I'm not sure. I'll have a look what the fixtures are like that's coming up in the next few days. But thank you very much, Billy, and also Will dropping in. Alex Whitehead, really appreciate your support tonight, mate. Sam, also appreciate you dropping in. Joey, massive shout out to you, mate. Joey and Billy. Your support has been amazing tonight, and like I say, it doesn't go unnoticed. So massive respect to you guys. Really, really do appreciate that support. Just going to read these final comments, and then we will call it a night. Stephen Allen is saying, "Thanks everyone for joining and getting involved. See you on in the on future streams. Absolutely. And if I don't see you guys tomorrow, all the best for the new year, and look after yourself and stay safe out there. But yeah, thanks for that, Stevie. Sam B, 2016 thoughts on Bolton vs Lincoln. Yeah, well, you could, when I finish the stream, mate, you can click it back if you want to know my thoughts. I'm pretty much ready to call it a night now. So I'm not going to go all over all that again. I did express my opinions before, but thank you very much, Sam BM 2016. Really appreciate you at least coming, dropping in the chat. Great to see you, mate. Thank you. But like I say, I'll be ending the stream in a minute. So if you really, really want to see my thoughts on the Bolton v Lincoln game, you can just back it up. Sam Thornton, cheers, guys. No worries, Sam. Thank you very much for dropping in. Appreciate that, mate. Great to see you, and do appreciate the support. Crazy about crazy. Crazy assassin. Bolton is very stupid team. Well, you're entitled to your opinion, mate. They didn't take advantage of the fact that they could have won the game, but we have to give respect to Lincoln, and also take into account that Bolton are still in the rebuild phase from what happened a couple of seasons ago with the previous owner. So it's not like you can just chuck a team together and expect it to come good straight away. It will take a little bit of time, and like I say, you're entitled to your opinion, mate. But as a Bolton fan, I'm not buzzing with tonight's performance. They didn't play at the greatest, but you also have to give respect to the opposition. They played like a team possessed, like it was a cup final to them tonight. So, like I say, you're entitled to your opinion, mate. But I'm sorry, but I don't particularly agree with your comment. And even though, like I said, you're entitled to it. Alex Whitehead, crazy assassin, is a Wigan fan. Right. Well, that would explain it. Fair enough. Anyway, guys, thank you very much, Alex. Appreciate you letting me know that. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm going to call it a night now. Thank you very much for all your positive comments, and you guys that have got involved. Really, really do appreciate it. Like I say, shout out to all you guys, but particularly to the guys that have been on the stream all the way through the most of the night, which is Joey, obviously, and Billy, obviously Billy, Random Clips, and also Alex White, and also special shout out to Stevie, our moderator, who does the excellent work in the chat and behind the scenes to keep the chat clean and positive for you guys to enjoy. But thank you very much. Like I say, that's it for me for now, guys. Hopefully, I'll see you again on future streams. Take care, stay safe out there, and all the best for the new year. And like I say, bye for now.